Welcome to the podcast, Swiftcutlassie. You like how fast I started that? You like how I kept you on your toes? Do you like that, mommy? Do you like that, Swift? Is that good?
Uh, I mean, we're at exactly like 8 a.m. my time. Woohoo!
And we're at 13 o'clock on my time. Oh yes, Swift. What did you have for breakfast? How are you doing today? You hush, Zoe. You hush in the
I mean,
chat.
I, I mean, I just woke up. Like, I mean, I'm trying. The last several minutes have been consisting of me like taking quick naps so that I don't miss this interview. So,
Perfect. Well, let's start you off with a softball. What today in 2025 is your favorite part about New Hill Sata, Nuevo
um,
Diablo City?
I don't know. Maybe my birthday.
Your favorite part about Notice is your birthday? That's what it is?
I mean, it isn't 2025.
Fine. New Devil City. That's right. I sure did. That's sure right. What's your favorite channel
My favorite channel.
this year?
Well, my favorite channel this year is Max's past year's RP channel. Second favorite
Okay.
would have to like Rain City News is still like a definite favorite. Though coming up close is Underworld Entertainment.
Okay. Okay. I see. Interesting. Do I look gorgeous today? Very important question.
I don't know, you look in the mirror.
So that's a definite yes that you agree. Perfect. You have won. I mean, we will get to it, but you have shot up 8 more helis since we last talked to you. What does your new Hell City? Is it a house now? Look like these days? What changes have you made? What's new? What new decorum have you
Uh,
put in?
I mean, I'm still keeping it as an apartment, and then I'm just all of me helis are just properly stored somewhere where you will never get your hands on them.
Oh, we'll see about that. Oh, we shall see about that. Um,
You're not getting your hands on them.
oh, we'll see.
No.
We'll see. Let's talk about the cryptids. Is there any way to stop them? Yes or no?
I mean, you're talking to like a previous researcher. I will say there are deterrents, but you can't completely get rid of them. The least you could do is just like try and convince him to not kidnap you.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, Swift. We have to get to our favorite part, my favorite part, and I think you know what it is. It is let's talk about your helis. This is what I was like when I was on
My God,
cocaine, by the way.
fire.
I know. When I used to do
How
coke,
many
I was like
how,
this but more violent.
how much sugar did you eat this morning?
Yes, sugar. So last year. So first of all, let's take count of Swift's inability of you to assume what sugar is. So correct, Princess Zoe. Let's first of all take a career heli check of Swiftcutlassie's. I mean, her career is insane. Are y'all ready for this? Are you ready for these stats? Are you ready for these stats, honey? Um, 2021, her debut year. 29
Debut.
I think it's pronounced debut. I'm French. I would know. It's definitely debut.
It's debut.
It's definitely debut. 29 nominations, one win. It was one of the shocks of Heli Hellstory because Swift was the star of 2021 and only won one Heli. Won the most important one, but only won one Heli. Then 2022, she breaks the record for most nominations, I think ever, with 41 nominations and 5 wins. She made up for it. 2023, 31 nominations, 5 wins. She repeats her win record from 2022. 2024, 31 nominations, 8 wins. How is you, Magic?
No, I'm Swift. What are you
Okay,
talking about?
fair enough. Let's get into. By the way, hello to all the chat. Chat is very lively today. We'd love to see it. Um, we're going to get into the storied career of Miss Queen, Swiftcutlassie,
Well,
um, by going through your nominations. So, bring yourself all the way back to
hmm
2024, where you had 31 nominations. Ooh, I forgot to download
Okay.
this one. So your first one was for best
Uh,
cooked dish for that thing that I can't pronounce. Chicken lasagne. That thing, remember?
You mean you mean longanisa?
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That. I'm gonna post it in the chat. Was it here? Where did it go? I have to find it.
That was like a long forgotten thing at this point. I mean, I could say that I've been cooking a little bit more since then. I mean, just a few days ago, I had cooked up like a pot of soup, sour soup for myself and my brother.
Love it. It's the one that I can't. For some reason, I didn't put a picture of this in the heli folders, but uh, yeah, you were nominated for it. Um, do you remember anything about it? Oh my god, that was 2023.
Well,
That's why I can't fucking remember it. Don't answer that. I'm in the wrong fucking folder. God fucking cock. Wait. Forget we ever said anything about that. I was like, "Wait, I prepared for this interview like I never prepared before." Um okay, for that
I,
was
I
2023.
wonder why.
That was
I
2023.
wonder why.
You were nominated. Back it up. Now we're in 2024. You've gone forward a year. Bot Babes. You were nominated against Kind Cat, Jesse, um, who I think you know quite well. Roar Fishy Gigart, Pancake, and Dio. Oops. Um, not the pancake sneak. What did you think you were gonna win Bot Babes last year?
Yesn't, because on
Yesn't.
the one hand, I was like, yeah, because it was like, on the one hand, I was like, yep, I was a little bit active in like the bot channels, but on the other hand, I was like, oh, I know that both Jesse and Dio were really like ramping up their activity in that place. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like I won't mind if either of them got it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Um, so you know the game I like to play. What placement do you think you got? So there were six nominees. Kind Cat won. Which you listen. Kind Cat winning is great. I think Kind Cat was. People say that he was robbed of a heli in 2023. I won't say which one, but there is talk of him being robbed. So him winning for Bot Babes is kind of nice. But who? Where do you think you placed out of six?
Am I tied? Am I tied for second with someone else or tied for third?
Tied for third. You were tied for third with Giggart, with Fishy Giggart. So not bad. You were bested by the love of your life by one vote. So there you go. There you go. Not bad, not bad. You were nominated for, I believe, the first. I don't know if it was the first time or not, but for Awesome Activists, our newish category for folks who post in human politics and keep the community abreast of things going on around the world. You were nominated against Nep Spartan, Elihu, Devon Warlord, Sad Burb, Wired Vex, Gloria, Consistently Depressed, Hamikaze, and Daisy. And we love it because you give us, I mean, we don't know a lot about what's going on in the Philippines, and you're gracious enough to share that with us. We appreciate that.
I mean, yeah, like the most recent thing that happened at this point was like, well, basically, a few officials got caught doing ghost flood projects. Basically, just building like they didn't really build like flood protection walls. They just did unsanctioned projects, and the president is not happy about it.
Oh boy. You were
Ah,
you were so out of 10 nominees, you lost to Hamikaze, our friend from Scottish land. Where do you think you placed?
uh-huh. I don't know. Well,
You're one for one
if
on
I were
guessing
the
so far.
guess, because if I were the guess, since I didn't really post that much I don't really post that much in the channel. I'm gonna guess fourth or fifth.
You were fourth. You were tied for fourth with Sadburb. Very nice. You're two for two in
Okay.
guessing. Nice job. Now we're going to talk about one of the more controversial wins that I may or may not have been involved in. Screen Queen. Minnie, Zozo, Princess Zoe, Fire Demon 2021. Swift, did you think you were going to win that one? Do you think you should have won that one? Do you think the winner definitely deserved that win?
Look, I was like, Screen Queen was like one of the hellies that was like, I may have a shot, but at the same time, there was Princess Zoe. She definitely has been keeping the underworld entertainment running since the beginning. She was the definite front runner.
I love it,
God
Princess
damn it.
Zoe. Princess Zoe is always here to relive the trauma of this win of mine. Every time we do this these interviews.
Fire, I have fire, I have a gun. I will I have a gun right now.
Forever and
Like I'm gonna
always, you can remember that I was the one that ruined Princess Zoe's track record. I was the let them know it was me. Tell them it was me. Anyway,
um it was rigged. Princess Zoe was the real winner. This one's a sham. Go.
you're yeah, so out of 5 nominees, where do you think you placed?
Um, third.
This time you're wrong. You were fifth. You got last place.
Okay, fair enough.
But you got I mean you got quite a few votes, so you got 7% of the
Yeah.
votes, which is pretty good for that. Um, best scenic screenshot. You were one of the you were on the Honkai Star Rail train. Um,
Yes.
and you had you. I always appreciate when y'all do best comedic screenshots. You guys don't do them. Oh wait, this is scenic. Sorry, scenic screenshots. This was called
Scenic.
the Land of Dream. With from Honkai Star Rail. I'm gonna post this right now in the chat. Land of Dreams. Here we go. Tell us about this shot.
So this one is in like the golden hour of one of the main locations of Star Rail, which is Penacony, which is basically like the fictional counterpart to 1920s America. In that screenshot, it's the statue of one Clocky, which is basically a Mickey Mouse knockoff, but he's really charming. And
Nice.
I forget, I almost forgot that as you like complete the quests in Penacony, and if you collect more like golden bucks or golden tickets in Penacony, like that statue will actually upgrade to gold.
Ooh,
I just took a picture of like the silver version.
nice. Very very nice. So you were nominated against screenshots from Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, um, more Honkai Star Rail, Metro Last Light, Kerbal Space Program 1, Roblox, and Hellblade 2 Senua's Sacrifice. And these were from folks like Sergeant Pepper, Minnie, Jesse, Devin, Gloria, Princess Zoe, and Fire Demon 2021. And you lost to a pretty iconic win, which is the first three-way tie between myself, Devin,
Uh,
and Minnie. How did you feel about that?
I don't mind. I mean, like Minnie wanted a major comeback win after like the surprise upset from 2023.
Yes, I remember. I love it. Swift, you need to be the heli historian. I love it. Um, so there wasn't a win there, but you finally found glory in clip of the year. You were nominated.
Ah!
So you were nominated against several Fire Demon clips, a Colonel clip, a Sergeant Pepper clip, um, mini clips, and a Devon Warlord clip, and you tied for first with Sergeant Pepper in a clip you called "Don't Shoot People in the Dick, Butters," starring Phil Reich and Swiftcutlassie. And this is also iconic because you got Phil his very first heli, and Phil won the heli perfecta that year, which is to win all of your nominations. So you did a lot
Yes.
of good there. Tell us about this clip.
All right. So for context, the game that was being played here was Max Payne 3, I think, and he was playing. Usually, Phil does like these types of streams called Friday Night Fitch with his friend
Highly
Mitchell Saltzman,
highly
also known,
recommend you go see those
yes,
those.
yeah, also known as Jurassic Rabbit. So right at this moment, they were like playing like they were just playing Max Payne 3. I remember it was Max Payne 3 because they you get the golden gun upgrade in that game. And in that level, in that level, like they had this idea, like I don't know whose idea it was, but basically like he start like it was either Phil or Mitch who was like taking the controls at the time. They had this idea of like trying to shoot like the enemies in the dick, like in that specific instance in the clip, he was like they aimed it really particularly at the crotch and then just ooh in the dick, yeah, shot him at the dick. And I named the clip after like a line from a South Park episode called The China Problem, where Butters in that episode yeah, like it like Butters has indeed shot people in the dick. Sorry, Shadow. And Shadow's not around.
I love it. Um, how did you feel about your first clip of the year win? Did it feel good? Did you feel
Elated.
correct?
That meant yeah. I gave justice for Phil.
Justice for Phil. So that was your first win of the night. We'll have several more of those coming soon. You were nominated for Best Tabletop Character. Now, first, I have your folder from 2024. So you had two characters in here. You had Henry Antrim from Jailbreak, and you had, oh boy, your character from Tales of Burdusk, who is named. Do you remember?
Uh it's Kiarmas Lernen.
That's right.
Lernen is like the first name and the surname is Kiarmas.
So,
So
my question to you is are you happy that Henry Antrim won from your folder between the two?
mm, well, part of me was like, but Laridan was like the one that I played in Tales of Burdusk a little bit more than Henry, but I guess people voted for Henry because they could visibly see his what he was doing in Jailbreak because it was a text-based D&D roleplay, which is
Yes, yes.
yeah,
Um,
that's him.
so my question to you first is, what Now we're gonna do Prices Right rules, which is get. I don't know how Prices Right works. I haven't seen that fucking show, but how many percent more do you think Henry? So what do you think was the percent breakdown between Henry and Claremos?
Um, I guess it's like a skewed like skewed let's see. 40-45
Ooh,
or
it was much larger than that. It was 72 to 28. So Henry was the clear winner.
holy
Yeah, Henry was the clear winner. Um, and then this is why I like doing this these guessing games, because you get moments like these. Shocked, I imagine.
it's like I mean I'm not really that shocked considering that like everyone else could clearly like for anyone who's only accessing like the TTRPG channels like idly, like seeing the jailbreak channels be active, my character's activity was definitely seen. That's why that was an easy vote.
Fair enough. You were nominated against Winifred House of Pooh, the third from Wrath of the Righteous, played by Colonel, Orvasa from Rise of the Rune Lords, played by Ama Kitten, Dante from MSK, played by Pancake, Onyx from Rise of the Rune Lord, played by Onyx, Malachi Smith from Kingmaker, played by Max, Alexander from Rise of the Rune Lords, played by Gloria, Barker from Villains of La Liga, played by Skelebro, Shana from Villains of La Liga, played by Iceman Defreeze God, Elena from Jailbreak, played by Kiara, Ivy from Villains of La Liga, played by Ivy. Love when y'all do that. Reese from Rise of the Rune Lords, played by Dio. Ara Cho from MSK, played by Jesse. Dusk on Warm Waves from Rise of the Rune Lords, played by Tal Razid. Savin from Wrath of the Righteous, played by Elihu. Elara Ravenwood from Tales of Burdusk, played by Carr. Vasmri Jadehelm from Tales of Burdusk, played by El Flafa. Daphne from Tales of Bird played by Olive. Ragzor Thorn from Calamity Reborn, played by Daisy. Roxbis Navarre from Calamity Reborn, played by Maya. Monica from Wrath of Righteous, played by Monica. Uh, Kaylee from Jailbreak, played by Void Baroness Artemy. And William from Jailbreak, played by Lox.
Uh,
So, did you huge list? Yes, this is 23 nominees. Did you think you stood a chance
yeah.
in this one?
Well, I'm yesent emphasis on the not because it's like the more I wasn't as active in TTRPG at that year compared to 2023, and like if you're like considering that like a lot of a good chunk of the nominees were very much like living and breathing TTRPG, it's like yeah.
There you
I am like I wouldn't say I was screwed because I don't think I wasn't too too discouraged by it per se.
Fair enough. So you lost to another iconic three-way tie. So you were a loser to two historical moments. So we kind of love that. You lost to Winifred House of Pooh, the third from Wrath of the Righteous, played by Colonel, Alexander from Rise of the Runelords, played by Gloria, and Vasamarie Jadehelm from Tales of Birdust, played by Elflafa. Once again, um, someone winning a Heli Perfecta. Um, so where do you think Henry landed in the 23 nominated votes?
I don't know, perhaps sixth or fifth. I don't know.
Second place. You were
Wait, what?
second. You were second place behind the threesome. So there you go.
Second?
Second.
How?
You were second.
Okay, okay. How did that happen? Like, he wasn't the he was only active for like what 2 months in Jailbreak.
I think if I may, I believe there's a bit of recency bias because Jailbreak was the final RP to launch before the Hellies, and it launched right before the Hellies. So I do think that helped it a lot. I highly
Okay.
encourage you all to make things right before the Hellies because it does help the votes. Sometimes don't do it too soon before the Hellies because then you have not enough to go off of. But it does help. It does help. But that you did not win that one, but you were close. You were nominated for Best Tabletop Cast twice with Jailbreak and Tales of Burdusk. You were nominated against Kingmaker, Villains of La Liga, Rise of the Runelords, MSK, as I like to call it, Calamity Reborn, and Wrath of the Righteous. Now, you ended up winning for Tales of Burdusk. Did you think you were going to win, and did you think you were going to, it was going to win over Jailbreak?
I mean, I had faith in Tales of Burdusk winning because like the cast has a lot of passion for the story. Like the entirety of the pretty much like after the initial first main quest of TOB, like the campaign from here on out was like one big side quest dedicated to Hopper's character Vasamri, like trying to get him back to his native city of Waterdeep. It there was like a lot of twists and turns. We got sidelined by other side quests within a side quest, and we all made it work.
Love it.
Yeah, uh, Tyler can attest to that.
Just got done
Tyler and his Tyler and his abysmal rolling luck.
I love it. By the way, Tails is not nominated for Best Cast this year. I think you guys should go fix that. But because we won't pile up to
Oh,
anyone can nominate things. By the way, it doesn't just have to be me. Um, and make sure you tag everyone who's in the cast. By the way, so you were tied with Rise of the Runelords, um, and so that meant you, Max, Olive, Elflof, and Carwan. Tales of Burdusk was actually one of those really cool surprise wins. I don't think anyone particularly like guessed that they were gonna win, that y'all were gonna win. I think Rise of the Rune Lords was definitely the favorite to win,
Well,
but
well, given that everybody in the campaign was clearly having fun, there was activity in Tales
yeah,
of Verdusk, and uh, and I did make a few pieces of art from the campaign itself. It's like there was clear passion, and I guess people saw the passion, and so
love
they
it.
were like, you know what, I'll put a ballot into it.
Listen, I love when surprise wins happen. It makes the show more fun. So you I think that was your second win of yeah that was your second win of the night so far. Um, and now
Second win.
let's move into your third win. I think this one is a pretty special one for you. Best role play
Uh-huh.
character. You were
Oh
nominated
yeah.
against what is this? Is this the Inigo Montoya from Truly Yours, played by everybody? Jazz from Sin
Yes.
City, Detlef from Murdoch Mansions, played by Jesse, Ouroboros from Lucille Academy, played by Daisy, Lee from Alien Annihilation, played by Amakitten, Max from Seven Sins, played by Dio, the host from Murdoch Mansion, played by Max, Spencer from Alien Annihilation, played by Ivy, Sent from Sin City, played by Onyx, great character, uh, Desmond Strider from Sin City, played by Aragorn, Hopeful Blessings, aka Miss Hope from Sin City, played by Silver Luna Wolf, Blue Ominal broadcast lively universal entity Ominal from Sin City, played by Blue. Kendra Murdoch from Murdoch Mansion, played by Kermit. Adrian Sanchez from Murdoch Mansion, played by Consistently Depressed. And Cohen from Sin City, played by Cohen. Now, first, before we talk about your Helly Award winning character, let's talk about your folder from that year. So, your character,
Oh boy.
you had a lot of characters. I think you filled your folder from last year, as you do pretty much every year, as I'm sure you will do once again this year. Um,
Yes.
so we had Carmen from Seven Sins in Redwood. We had Katya from Rain City News. We had William slash Billy the Kid from Redwood. Oh, I miss Redwood. Bring it back. We have Jonathan Winter from Lucille Academy. We had Spencer Pence Bell from Out of the Way Cafe, Seven Sins, Grimm's Realm, Truly Yours, and Sin City. We had Simon Frost from Seven Sins. We had Messi from Rain City News. We had Ryan Brown from Sin City. We had, I am scrolling down, we had PG 112 from Sin City, and of course, we had Luna from Alien Annihilation. Now, what folks don't know is you had a tie from your folder, which was Spencer Pence
Yeah.
Bell and Luna from Alien Annihilation. So, what if you don't know if you get a tie in your folder, I then come to you and I say, okay, you now get to decide which of these moves on to the final round. What made you choose Luna? Oh, I'm gonna post Luna here, by the way, while you talk.
Um, I I chose them because well, like this is what like I think I told you this before in DMs, but like I even before Alien Annihilation, I had been thinking about making like a character like Luna. I was thinking of creating someone like Luna for a while now, and when Alien Annihilation popped up, I was like, well, Golden Opera. Well, that was gonna be the time, I suppose, and the timing couldn't be any more. Well, couldn't be more. I wouldn't say convenient considering the circumstances, but it just felt fitting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I like purely because I was like, you know what, they definitely had they definitely had a good run, so I just went with Luna.
Love it. What? Is there anything from your folder besides Luna that you wish had won or wish got more votes, or like, is there anything? Is there anyone from your folder you're like, oh, I kind of wish I could have brought them up too, or was Luna like the clear winner
Um,
for you?
yeah, Luna definitely was like the clear winner for me.
Nice.
Like Spencer was a close second because his main character trait is that he's a dumbass who knows how to wield a gun. So
Nice. 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 So you tied with me, which was kind of cool. I think it's safe to say we were both not would not have been the favorite to win that year. So that's kind of cool that we won. Love to see it. And
Hmm.
what's kind of gnarly is that we are now in the club that's very very small of folks who have won best tabletop character and best roleplay character. Ew. Good job,
Ooh,
us. Look at us. Um.
yeah. So
So yeah, there you go. We love to see it.
yeah, it's like just talking about Luna. There's like a lot of weight behind like the creation of them as a character, and like I didn't really get into the. I've told people this story in the lobby chat
Tell us.
like a few times already, probably to the point of annoyance. But so just for context as to why Luna, the character, was made, around the same time that like Alien Annihilation had been released, I think it was October,
Yeah,
right?
for Halloween. Yeah.
October of 2024.
Hmm.
The year prior, exactly the year prior to that, like in October of 2023, um, someone I knew, like my former my former bus driver, he was like a father figure to me during the 10 years that I studied in like elementary and high school. Uh, like October 2023, my former bus driver, noted father figure, like he passed away. He like on the day that he died, I had a dream that he was ushering me home, like in the school service, like the bus that he usually drives, like one more time.
Mm.
And and the name Luna, I got that name because that was his surname.
Oh wow,
His
that
name
part
was
I didn't
Rosel
know.
Luna.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah,
Nice,
it
nice.
was. Yeah, it was. I I still like I got teary eyed when it was Luna, the character's like scene towards the end, because you know part of me wanted my character to survive, but just like their real life counterpart, they kept working until the end.
Yes, for those who don't know, Luna has a really great scene at the end of Alien Annihilation where she like they what protect like they not like sacrifice but like stand in the way of the creature and get killed by the creature. Is that what happened? I have a bad memory. What was their
Yeah,
death
that
scene?
that's exactly what
Yeah,
happened.
that's what I thought. It was like the
It's like,
last thing that happened.
hmm
It was great. It was a really really. It
it
was one of
was
the best scenes I think we've had in HCRP.
yeah, it was that protection kind of extends. I mean, it's like how the real life counterpart of Luna did. He he definitely did his job. Uh, drove drove the children that were under his care like to and from their homes, and
Love
then
it.
back to and from the school.
Shout out
And
to that fine
I
gentleman.
I still miss him.
So
Yeah,
it would
I
be
still miss him.
safe to say that this was a heli that you have expressed that you've always wanted to win. So out of your characters, this is sort of off script. Out of your characters that were nominated, so 2021 you were nominated for Messi from the Vines, Hildegard from Force so Deep as Our Love in 2022, and Spencer Bell from Grimm's Realm in 2023. Do you feel like 2024 was like the best showing of your best roleplay character nominee?
Well, like Luna's up there with like Luna was definitely up there with like Hildegard, I suppose, or Spencer. But I guess Luna was like the best showing because there was like act for me, it felt the creation of that character was especially personal, given that I just told you
Yeah.
like this the context behind why Luna was made.
Right. Okay. Good answer. You win your. I think this is your fourth at this point of the night. So you're nominated for best role. Pretty much every submission for best roleplay cast involves Swiftcutlassie, except for like one, two actually. So you're nominated for best roleplay cast 6 times. There are 8 nominees. You were in Lucille Academy, Truly Yours, Synth City, Seven Sins, Alien Annihilation, and Grimm's Realm. You were also contending against Plasma Isles and Murdoch Mansion. Um, so, Synth City won. Do you agree?
Do I agree? Like,
Do you agree with that win, or would
I
you have given it to
mean,
someone else?
I mean, Sin City was definitely like a powerhouse cast. Although part of me wished Alien Annihilation tied with it, just because I don't know.
So true. So true. Where do you think Alien Annihilation landed?
I don't know. Is it tied for second place?
It is solely in second place. It was 2 votes behind Sin City. 2 votes
God
for.
damn it!
I know, which is crazy because what's never happened before, and I thought it was going to happen this time is, I'm hoping that one year a roleplay cast ties to the point where someone gets 2 helis from one category. It's never happened before, but I have a
Never.
feeling it'll happen one year. Because if Alien
I
Annihilation
don't
and
know.
Sin
Maybe
City
it
had
could happen
won,
this year.
it could happen this year. You never know. You never know. So you take home a best roleplay cast heli, a heli you are no stranger to. You were also nominated for
Eh,
one of the few who were nominated for best roleplay story twice, for Truly Yours and Rain City
okay.
News. Um, so
Okay.
did you were you in the so you were up against Redwood, Murdoch Mansion, Synth City, Grimm's Realm, and Synth City for best roleplay story. Did you were you hopeful? Did you think maybe possibly
Well,
because you'd won the
I
previous year?
didn't care. Like we are, yeah, we've already like Jesse and I already won with Rain City News in 2023. I wasn't as uh anticipatory for like a second win a second time because I was like, well, I mean, we are just running the channel as is at this point, so
Nothing wrong with that.
so it's like
Yeah,
we didn't.
true, true, true. Yes. So Synth City ended up winning that one. Um, let's see what we have next. Moving into your best short form written piece. So at this point, we had stopped doing best written piece and we'd broken up into short and long form written piece. Um, so you were nominated for Generations. And I believe you had a folder for
Yeah,
that one. Let me just double check. I
yeah.
believe, yeah. Are you happy that Generations won from your folder? If you can remember what your folder is, I'm gonna remind you in a. Oh, I'm reminding you right now. Mithril's Energy Generations, and then one that was just a it had no title. It was like underlined. What's the
Oh,
title?
um,
Yeah.
hmm. Uh, like generations. Let's see. I think yeah, I'm content with generations like winning from the folder because it was like just like with Luna, there was like extremely personal context as to why I wrote it.
There you go. There you go.
Like the context behind it was extremely personal.
Did you let me ask you this. Do you actually it's harder when there's three. I was gonna ask you to do the percentage breakdown, but I'll just tell you. So Generations won 57.7% of the votes. Mithril's Energy won 38.5% of the votes, and then your other piece won 3% of the vote. So it was pretty clear the Generations was going to win. And you were nominated against Non-Binary by Max, the Knight's Chess by Kermit, Right Where to Start by Amakitten, Untitled Letter by Alflafa, A Story Without Love by Jesse, Memories of Life Lost by Hamakaze, A Reasonable Dog by Ray, Snow Light by Jax, and Laura by King Arthur. You ended up winning your, I think this is your fifth heli of the night. Um, we love that. That's great. How did you feel about winning another? I feel like you're like when you put so much of your personal life into your work, it seems like it does well for you.
I mean, it has definitely shown that trauma slash write what you know definitely like
True. Very,
adds
very true.
weight to adds weight to the impact of such an accomplishment.
Very, very true. Um,
And
oh,
that one in particular was, yes, go on.
no, no, go ahead. You go.
Yeah, and that poem in particular was like I wrote it in the style of like a slam poetry slash like sort of rhyming poem because slam poetry like by definition is basically like poetry that that is not that is not like conventional poetry, not like the conventional like styles of poetry from ye olden days. It's like very straightforward in your face, but there is a certain flow to it that makes you enticed and wants to learn more.
Very true.
And that one was like, and that poem Generations was written like after I had like a particularly nasty argument with my mom about my future, and I wrote that because it was my way of expressing that, yeah, I understand where you're coming from. I understand how you had to get to this point. But just because it succeeded for you, those methods succeeded for you doesn't mean you have to impose the methods on me.
So true. So true. Um, you ended up.
And
Oh, God.
it, yeah, like I was gonna mention that like her her method of wanting to achieve things basically affected how I was supposed to do. Like she insisted on perfection. Like it was way worse back when I was very young. She mellowed out a little. She mellowed out some, but she really just wanted like I could never get rid of like her expectation of perfection. It still affected me even up on even up until recently. So,
You were nominated for Writer of the Year. I think something you had won in 2023.
uh-huh.
You're up against Amakitten,
No, it was
Max, Hamakaze, and Jesse. Was I wrong? Was it not 2023?
no, it was 2022. I was the very first winner of
That's
that.
right. 2022. That's what it was. Yeah. Oh, Kermit won the next year. That's right. Um, you lost to Hamakaze. Where do you think you placed in the five
I don't know.
nominees?
I don't know. Am I tied for second or tied for third or solely in third?
You're solely in second. Solely in second.
Oh,
You got 20% of the votes.
second, and I only made solely in second, and I only made like I don't know 3 pieces.
You were nominated for Best New Hill City Art Piece with a piece simply titled Fire Demon. I love this one. This is a great one. What was your inspiration?
Yeah. Yeah.
Besides me, of course.
Hang on. I mean, hang on a minute. I will just have to look at the Museum of Fire Demon Art
I put it in the chat. It's in
because
the.
it's not letting.
It's not showing you.
Yeah, but the image is not. It's not showing.
Oh, fair enough.
It's not showing like Discord is like that. even when I have run this, when I'm running the app in the forefront, it's not letting me see. Ah,
Goodness. Goodness, goodness.
but oh, is it the one where you're like tilting your head back
That's
and
right.
all that, tugging on the collar? That
That's the
one?
one. That's the
Yes,
one.
that one. Okay, now I remember. Yes, I can visualize it.
Because you made a
I have
few.
indeed visualized what it looks like.
You had a few. You had
Yes, go on.
five in your folder. You had be careful where you roam during the graveyard shift, El Nino, the floral affliction, and the live hand. You because it was the ones from the cryptids that you were making. I mean, sorry, researching, not making. Silly. Why would I say that?
Yes.
And Fire Demon won. Was Fire Demon the one you wanted to win, or did you want one of your
Yeah,
cryptids to
that
win?
was the one that I wanted.
Okay.
Like, honestly, the Fire Demon piece was like the best one for me because I was experimenting on trying to draw from reference. I mean, I still draw from reference. It's that I wanted to go I wanted to use like pose, a real life pose and all that stuff for reference. So I drew that, and I was like, you know what, this is some like I'm in the mood to draw fire today.
And draw you did. You were nominated against Good Morning New Hell City by Dio, which I believe is this year's podcast art. Good Morning New Hell City season 4 by Kermit, Dio, and Jesse. Demon of Fire by Mirai. Serpent Fire by Max. Primetime Fire by Leah. Afternoon Firebird by Masamoyed. Pixies to Trust by Kermit. Fire Demon Consuming Their Breakfast by Nalam. And finally, the winner, Heli Hoarder by Consistently Depressed. Um, where do you think you placed out of 10 nominees?
I don't know, am I solely in second or tied in second or solely in third or tied in third or solely in fourth or tied with fourth?
Did you
I'm
just say
I'm
all the
assessing all the
numbers?
options here.
You just did all the numbers. So you were
I am
you're solely in fourth. You psycho. Yes, you were in fourth place. Good job. Very, very good. Um,
I'm covering all my bases, Fire. I'm
you,
covering all my bases. I'm
you were nominated for Most Improved Artist against Jesse, Fiber Khan, Masamoy, and Mirai, Kermit, Zozo, Max, Dio, Amakitten, and Maddie. Did you feel like you'd improved a lot that year?
2024. Well, maybe a little bit. I mean, like the Fire Demon piece was like the highlight of what I can do. But I was like, I mean, I could probably do like, and I felt like I could probably do like, I could have done way more than that. And I was like, you have a long way to go, girl. Big sigh.
There you go. You lost to Max, but you know my favorite game. What placement do you think you got out of 11? One number, Swift. One number.
Um, uh, 11.
You were not 11. Come on now. You were you were you were in fourth place. You tied with Maddie for fourth place. So not
Okay.
bad. But you have the distinct honor, which is very rare. I think it's only happened twice, including you. Artist of the year was Willow, Mirai, Sadburb, Dio, Mika, Masamoyed, Zozo64, Gamma Cruchador, Max, and Maddie, and you won Artist of the motherfucking year. That is a very hard, one of the hardest awards to win. And you're one of the few who won Artist of the Year without winning any other art awards, which is kind of iconic. How did it feel to win Artist of the Year? That is huge.
Fuck yeah, I got it. It was definitely like, it's, I was definitely like, while I was like doing artwork throughout 2024, I was like, you know what? If I'm not winning an art piece, they should at least, in my mind, I was like, if I'm not winning like a specific like art piece award, I'm at least gonna have my improvement and my talent recognized. Because drawing was like the very first thing I have done like as a hobby before I went into, well, writing as a hobby. Like drawing was like the very first thing I've done. I've drawn in like my preschool yearbook pages, like drawings, stick figures of princesses in their cone hats. Uh, Drawn like other stuff. I forgot what I've drawn specifically, but I just know that I just remember specifically that I've drawn in my preschool yearbooks, like drawing in my preschool yearbook pages, and I'm pretty sure that preschool yearbook is tarnished forever with my rudimentary art skills. Like I did not get into drawing again for a while, but once I returned to form, it was a long process before I got to draw again properly.
Fair enough. Um, oh, I also forgot to mention that you were nominated for Best Traditional Art Piece, of course, with As Above, So Below, which is I remember what I voted for in your folder. This is a really great piece. I really enjoyed this. Can you tell us about this piece really quickly?
Okay, so for context, it was funny enough, it was my mom who bought me like that canvas. Like that canvas specifically was made for acrylic, but my stubborn ass was like, you know what? I'm gonna paint with gouache. And so I tried doing that. I taped down like the borders. I taped down the borders of the gouache. The gouache taped down the borders of the canvas. I started painting with pink and purple, like with layers, and I was like, how? Part of me was confused, like, why won't this stay on? And then I later learned that such canvases like that aren't compatible with gouache, maybe acrylic gouache, but not actual gouache. And I'm like, how stupid I am. But you know what? I continue painting anyway. And given that it was like two different colors on two different sides, I was like, you know what? I'll just paint like a little figure standing up or sitting down on one side and then standing up on the other. So you could get the idea that these two dimensions, as they are, varying dimensions, and there are people who are standing in the exact same spot in the exact same time. It is like it was my first foray in a while, like doing canvas art without much of a guideline, without much of a plan. I was just like, you know what? I'll just uh I'll just paint with whatever colors I have at my disposal.
There it is.
That
You
was my thinking.
you were nominated against Scott Pilgrim and the Seven Deadly Exes by Zozo, The Lazuli Nightmare by Sadburb, Gar Lord of the Stars by Daisy, Self Sabotage by Ray, Minecraft by Toxic, A Rose by Any Other A Rose by Another Bat by Blue Demon, and Bots Don't Sleep by Jax. You lost to the formidable Sadburb, who seems to never lose that award for some reason. I mean, not for no reason, for lots of reasons. Great artist. Um, you know what to do. Out of 8 nominees, where do you think you placed for Best Traditional Art Piece?
Um, I don't know. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. It could be that I'm solely in second or tied with second, or solely in third or tied in third, or
Oh,
solely in fourth
okay,
and tied in
yes.
fourth, solely in fifth or tied with fifth.
I hate you. You were in third place, you jerk. Good job. You were just behind Zozo. I'm taking the first number, which means you were incorrect. We're moving on. You were nominated, I believe, 5 times for best combined quote. Yes. So here's one you had with me called "This Lovely Reminder" by Fire Demon, where I said, "Not the Italians," and you said, "You mamaed your last Mia," which is pretty good. We had best
Your
new
mom
member.
and your last.
We had best new member 2024, which is keeping this joke going. Jesse asks Swift, "Am I going to win best new member 2024 this year?" And then Swift says, "I mean, you were a new member." Which, for those who don't know, I think the joke was that like Jesse joined really late in 2020 and didn't get best new. I don't remember. Do you remember the lore?
Um, Yeah, like he joined 2020, but it wasn't until 2021 that he really got active.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And
I.
the fact that he was,
That's right. That's right. That's right. Jay says I joined late,
and
wasn't
it
active
was
until
like,
next year, then popped off. That's right. That's absolutely right. Oh my god, we could have gotten a year where Jesse. We could have gotten a year where Jesse and Swift were nominated against each other. That would have been so interesting. But you know,
yeah, but just like Jesse, I I joined in 2020, but it was at the heli cutoff.
that's
So I was really just slated for 2021. I can remember this totally hashtag.
fuck the Academy. Um, you were nominated with Jesse and Sayori, where Jesse says, "All right, throw punches," and you said "hit ball," and then Sayori posts a GIF of someone being knocked out on the court from some anime. You were also
Yeah,
nominated with Taka for self-preservation, in which Taka. Oh, you said I will show off the family trees that keep getting uploaded every time a new something it gets cut off. And Taka says that sounds like a lot of family trees. How do you keep track of all of them? And then you say, with my trusty notebook, inked pen, and lack of self-preservation. Mm, true words. True words.
yeah.
And, and then
Well,
finally, okay,
there's a bit of lore behind that.
go ahead. Tell us the
I will
lore.
say a bit of lore behind like that quote. Just for reference, in at that year, like last year, I downloaded like a Kairosoft game called Dreamtown Island, which is basically a 16-bit like simulation game where I technically play as the mayor of that island, and it's your job to like entice people to like settle down in this island, and you build a lot of facilities, buildings, all that good stuff for people to use as they get settled into their new life in this island from somewhere. We don't know where it is, but it is an island, and I have since created like I don't know how many families from that save file alone because I've created like I've created such families such as the Thorns, the Delmars, the Herondales, the Stricklands, and that's just four of them. I have way more.
I'm
Adding
sure you
that to
do.
the roster of many families that I've created. Like, you want to know how many generations like those families have reached up until like I lost that save file?
How many?
10
Oh my
generations.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Your your final nomination was with Colonel, and Jesse. Colonel says, "What do I have again?" And then Jesse says, "Friends and bad puns." And Colonel says, "Well, I'll have you know my puns are good." And then you said you like to punnel us to the ground with them. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. The corny puns.
Yes.
The corny puns. So which
I
was?
mean,
Go ahead. Yeah. You mean what?
I
Jesse
mean,
yells, "Boo!"
You can blame Jesse.
Of course.
I mean, Jesse, you can blame Jesse for that because he really he really like yanked out my propensity for wordplay at that point.
Which do you think was your best quote that best combined quote that year of the five? And you
Uh,
can say multiple if you want.
uh, I mean, it could be like the best combined quote. I thought it was besides like the running gag of Jesse wanting to win best new member every year. Um, that one and the hit ball one. I don't know.
Um, so the ones that got the most votes out of yours, the ones that involved you, were this lovely reminder with you and me, the hit ball one, and very punny, were the three of the five that got the most votes. Those are all tied in the same bracket. So there you go.
Hey.
You lost to Masamoya and Fire Demon, which happens. You were nominated for best solo quote for something called releasing. Oh boy, I know this is about to be bad. You wrote, Carmen also heard the scream echoing in the distance. Whoever it is, they seem pretty shameless about releasing. She kept her hand in his, walking down with Ambrose. Was this in Seven Sins? What was this in?
Yeah, like for context, it was in Seven Sins. It was in Seven Sins. Carmen and Ambrose were like outside, outside on the walk, and then at the same time, like a loud scream was happening outside of the Seven Sins like main area, I suppose, like outside like the bar,
Mm-hmm.
and they heard the like both of them heard the scream because of course vampires have very good hearing, and then Carmen just made that comment which made Amakitten like laugh out loud very hysterically.
Um, yes, that one. That one you lost. That one to a tie between Sari and Masamoyed. I'm sorry, to Max. Max is asexual, quote. And finally, you were nominated for best level up with the Mosquito, in which you said, which made you level up, fuck you and your blood fetish, you mosquito. Bram Stoker, probably. That's pretty good. I like that one.
Yeah.
That one you were nominated against Zozo64, Amakitten, Gloria, Jesse Dio, Minnie, Silver Little Wolf, Max, Sayori, and Masamoyed. Now, you lost to a tie between Masamoyed and Sayori. Where do you think you placed out of 11 nominees? One number, Swift. I know
I
your
mean it.
games.
I mean it could be any possible.
Oh, gosh.
I mean it could be any possible number. It could be any possible number, like solely second or tie for
Oh,
second, or solely in
jeez.
third or tie for
Oh,
third, or solely in
God.
fourth or tie for fourth, or solely in fifth or tie for fifth.
Oh, God.
I'm covering all my bases here.
Of course you are. Well, I'm here to tell you, you lost that heli by one vote. So there you go.
Okay, so I was second.
Solely
Was
second.
I solely
Solely
in second
second.
or tie?
Solely
Okay,
in
solely
second.
second.
Solely in second place. Not bad.
Oh,
Not
okay.
not bad at all. Um, and I
Just so you
believe
know, Fire, I'm gonna keep just so,
you're gonna keep
just so
doing
you know,
that.
Fire, I'm gonna keep guessing with this man.
Great.
Yes,
Well,
you can't stop me.
thankfully, we only have two more helis to go through, and you won both of them, so you won't have to. You were nominated for most contributing community member with LAQ, Lobsy, Colonel, Minnie, Daisy, and Masamoyed, and you want a tie with Colonel. This is your final year. Well, technically, this isn't your final year that you can win because we can technically nominate you. Wait, when did you become a mod?
Uh, I became a mod. Like I remember this very clearly because I was on vacation when you got me into the mod team.
Oh,
So,
so it was in the summer. Well, so technically, you can be nominated for best community, most contributing community member for this year. So if someone wants to nominate Swift for that, and just mark that she became a mod at a certain time, then she can get again. But you won for this year for 2024. How did it feel? And you won with your friend Colonel.
like I didn't expect to win most contributing again because I thought it would be like one of the other nominees on the list. Like pretty unexpected that I won, but I also didn't expect that Colonel would be the winner as well because I was like, Colonel won? Like, look, Colonel likes to downplay what he can do, and he dislikes it so much if you ever say to him that, oh, you're able to win these things. He's like, no, I can't.
Of course he did. Yeah, Colonel. It makes sense. I think most contributing community member for a lot of people is just what name do you recognize the most? Is generally the easiest way to vote for that one. What name do you see the most often? Um, but what was I gonna say? Oh yes. So by the way, Swift has won so there's a trifecta of hard awards. It is best new member,
Uh-huh.
mod of the year, most contributing community member. Swift has won two of those, and a cousin hard win is artist of the year. Those are probably maybe we'll make it a diamond. Fine, the diamond of hard helis are those four helis, and
You
Swift
mean
Swift has won three out of the four of
the
those.
Triforce?
Sure, the Triforce.
The
So,
Triforce.
yes, so Swift has won three out of four
uh,
of those. She just needs to win mod of the year. So, just saying. And you finally won Chatterbox. You won silver behind Minnie and in front of Dio. So that brought you to you chatted a lot last year, which made a record of 8 helis. Was last year your best? Do you feel like last year was your favorite helis?
Yeah, I can say with confidence that it was because I finally got to win two of the awards I've been nominated for ever since I got into NHC, which was Best RP Character and Best Short Form Written Piece.
There you go. And by the
So
way, Swift was the top heli winner that year, along with Max and myself. So Swift won the most helis that anyone won that year. Iconic, iconic behavior, and also this brings Swift's total to 19 heli wins, making her the fourth most heli winning Hellion of all time. The top five right now are Fire Demon
the return of the
2021,
number for
Fire Demon 2021, Dio, CD, Swift, and then Nalum. So, I,
the
I
return
mean,
of number 4.
you were. How does it feel to be this iconic? Did you think in 2021 that you would be this iconic at this point?
I mean, 2021 me was like, man, I didn't get anything. At least B&M is enough for me, and it's the most important one. That's okay. And then fast forward, it's like,
Now
oh
look at
damn,
you.
I really won this much more, huh? It's
19
like
helis, killing it. Insane number of heli wins. Um, so now we're gonna go through your 2025 helis. Um,
hooray.
first of all, I have questions about your 2024 helis. Um, where in your residence do you keep your 8 new helis?
I'm not saying you're not
Damn
getting
it!
them.
Damn it! I was so
Shoot.
close. I picture, what you call it, Swift, like when Alicia Keys was at the Grammys. Um, Hang on, let me see if I can find that photo. There's a better one, but there's like Alicia Keys won like a ton of Grammys, and and at the end you're supposed to like hold them all for a photo, and she couldn't hold them all. That's how I picture Swift last year. Um, oh yes, so you're not gonna tell
I
me
could have
fine.
just I could have just had like sorry about that.
You're fine.
Um not being able to hold all the helis. Well, joke's on you. I have a fucking backpack. I can hold them.
You bring a backpack to the Hellies, my God. What heli did you lose the past year that you wish you hadn't?
Um I couldn't actually I don't know. It's like those wins that I got from 2024 were like substantial enough for me.
Okay. What heli did you win this past year that you didn't think you would? What was the surprise?
Okay, I have actually a few.
I mean, you had a few to choose
It
from, so.
was there was like the one thing I didn't expect to win was most contributing community member again because I was like, okay, I was pretty sure that Masa was gonna get it, and then it turns out I got it, and I was like, what? Me? And hang on, it was not just most contributing community member. I'm pretty sure. And funny enough, best RP character. That was like the other unexpected thing. And
Mm-hmm.
also best short form written piece. I didn't expect either of the two, honestly. I
Mm-hmm.
was like okay, I was like it wasn't even they weren't even like at the forefront of my mind when I was when I made those when I made the character and the piece respectively. But then once it came through and then people voted on it and then it's like, oh wow, they really liked it. Okay.
There you go.
And they actually earned that actually earned those wins finally. It was a long time coming, honestly.
All right. Yeah, that was a good.
So
I like that trajectory. It was nice. Um, so now we're gonna go through your 2025 Hellies. We're gonna read the nominees for each one, and you tell me who you think will win and who you think should win, if you are brave enough to say yourself, or maybe you'll say someone else. I don't know. Here we go. Bot Babes. Once again,
Okay.
the nominees are Jessie, Minnie, Swiftcutlassie, Rorma Fishy Gigart, Pilot Jack.
I mean, Jesse's definitely been active at the bot area, but also Minnie has been spamming like the Tatsu leaderboard for how many days at this point? But there's also Tyler, or also known as Pilot Jack. He definitely has a shot. Like like if it's not me, it's either of those three.
Okay. You are the sole nominee of new our new category, Best Lewd Short Form Piece, uh, called. Oh, by the way, this was. I already did the mosquito. Um, this is this is our new piece. Best short form lewd piece. It's called Possessive. Um, tell us. Oh, I should have spoiler chatted that, but whatever. Here I'll spoiler chat it now.
Okay.
Tell us. Is there anything you want to tell us about this piece? You don't have to if you're uncomfortable.
No, like actually post a screenshot under spoilering because I need to recall precisely what I wrote there, please.
Oh yeah, sure. Here you go. It's
Okay.
nothing. It's nothing bad.
Y- Yeah, it's like that poem in particular was like one of my everyone in the audience is adults, right? I can
Yep,
freely say it.
that is true.
Okay. Okay. So one of my favorite guilty pleasures in fanfic or just in any like romantic fiction in general is the possessive kink. And I wrote that poem like with the context of I want to like just write down like the thrill of the idea that someone loves you and at the same time wants to claim you. Like obviously since it's a kink, right? Like that trait is
Right,
obviously exaggerated.
right.
It's like yeah.
Love it.
Do you see how difficult it is for me to form words
I think you did
just
great.
describing it
I
alone because it's embarrassing.
I think you
It's
did
emb-
great. It's not embarrassing.
Hooray.
We love it. Sex is great. So you're looking like you're gonna win that one.
Okay.
So good job so far. Another one you're looking like you're gonna win because you have no other competition is best traditional lewd piece. Now you have two pieces here. One is untitled and one is called. What I have it here. One is called "I Still Hunger for More." I love that title, by the way. Which one do you think? Do you hope gets the I guess the win at this point?
Uh, the I still hunger for more because that character
It's
that's
a great one.
depicted here is one of my characters, one of my characters, and it's like obviously, like I drew that with intent. I was like, you know what? I was like, fuck this. I'm gonna make a little bit of a lewd piece with him because he is he is desperate. Like he's a stoic man, but a stoic man is hiding a lot of emotion behind that stone cold facade, and that is one of his sides. Just just asking for dick.
Love it.
Because yeah,
Love it. Ask for Dick. Ask for Dick at your local Dick store.
yeah.
Oh, by the way, you need to be nominated for Lewd Queen. I'll do that later. Um, you were nominated for. We'll get there. Screen Queen, Princess Zoe, Sergeant Pepper, Minnie, Swiftcutlassie, Lobsy. Who should win? Who will win?
Um. Okay. For definite front runners, definitely Princess Zoe. If not Princess Zoe, the ones who could likely get it as a surprise win, if not myself, Minnie or Lobsy.
Okay. All right. Okay. Um, just typing this in before I forget. Perfect. Moving on, we have Weebiest Weeb, Nalam, Zoe, Minnie, Swiftcutlassie, Wired Vex, Fire Demon 2021. Who should win it? Who will win it?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, who are the nominees for Weebius Weeb again?
Nalum, Zoe, Minnie, Swiftcutlassie, Fire Demon 2021. I'll post them in the chat as well, so you have them to read.
Okay.
This is Weebiest Weeb.
Okay. At this point, it's like Minnie has been a constant in the Weebius Weeb chat. Like, if it's not in gamer chat, he is definitely active in Weebius Weeb. Not Weebius Weeb, the Weeb chats. Okay, he's a definite front runner for Weebius Weeb. Like, as much as Nalum is like a dominant force in like the anime section,
Hasn't
I'm
lost
just
it since
like
2020.
I'm I'm just like I'm pretty sure Minnie has like a shot. Like the faintest of percentages, but he has a shot. If not Minnie, it could be Zoe with the exclamation point.
Okay.
I
You're
I
okay.
have to say that to distinguish it.
That's
I have
true.
to distinguish I have to distinguish Zoe, Princess Zoe, and Zozo, the Zoe trifecta,
The
the
three,
Zoe Triforce.
the Tri Zoes. Um, you're nominated for Best NHE Tabletop Short or Long Form Campaign for the first time ever with Ladies and Gentlemen of Havishire. Tell us first of all. Tell us about shortly. Tell us about this campaign.
Okay, so it's the system that the game is being operated on is called Good Society. It's basically it's basically Regency England but in tabletop form. There's no dice rolling, but instead the game heavily runs on improv and reputation. Like if you do something that pleases the upper echelons of proper English society, you get positive tokens, positive traits. But if not, you're definitely getting negative tags or tokens associated with it. Now, like the campaign is like I didn't mention it, but the campaign is currently on hiatus because of real life circumstances. But like I'm hoping to definitely like fully resurrect it if some people are willing to join at some point in the future. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Just it's an unconventional campaign to say the least, but the whole campaign runs on the player's ability to improvise and make drama because that's what this is all about.
Love it. You were nominated against Colonel's Rise of the Rune Lords and Return of the Rune Lords, Gloria's Wrath of the Righteous and Kingmaker, Tales of Birdust by Daisy, and Fallout Winter of Adam by Dio. Who will win? Who should win?
Okay, let's see. Um, I mean, Colonel,
Colonel said, "Not
if you
fucking
say it's
me."
not you,
I would
it's
2 years in
Colonel.
a row winner.
You've Colonel, you have a campaign that's constantly active. Your channels are constantly active in the TTRPG section. Everybody, whenever they scroll down, one of the first things that they'll see is your campaign channels being active. How will the average voter not vote for you, Colonel? Because you're among the first you're among the first campaigns that are in the lineup. They will naturally put the ballot on what they're most familiar with or what they've seen the most often. Yours is one of the campaigns they see the most often.
Oh my God.
like like
So we're
I'm
saying
pretty sure
Colonel.
that for either Colonel or if not Colonel, it's gonna either be Gloria or Fallout Winter of Adam or Tales of Verdusk. Like almost everyone in the list except mine.
Okay.
Just saying.
Um. Fair enough. Also, once again, I will be asking everyone to please make one shots, except for Colonel. Everyone except for Colonel, please make more one shots. Thank you. Continue. Um, sporty is sport, no, you're not. So we'll move into your RP section. You were nominated. You have seven nominees in your folder.
Yes.
Um, tell me which one you. I mean, tell me shortly about each one, and yeah, we'll start there, and then I'll ask you some more questions. So we have Vinny from "I Was Made to Hit in America." Tell us about Vinny.
Vinny is Vinny is a musician. He was born to Vietnamese immigrants who had to like because obviously the beginning of the story was like set in like the 1980s, right? Like
Yes.
his parents were Vietnamese refugees who fled Saigon during the Vietnam War. Yeah, very morbid stuff there. But yeah, and he got a passion for music, was hit with the fem was beset by generational trauma because even though his parents migrated together, the parents weren't certainly staying together for long. And it kind of affected him. It affected him to a point where he takes refuge with music. And he has an older brother. Like during the time during the story's events, like shortly before the story's events, he ran away from home.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And and he's not exactly a chatterbox, but when he does chat, he tries it's because he really wants to put his input on the matter. So, yeah.
Fantastic. I love Vinny. He was great. You have Stephen Honeyboy Ortega from Frontier City. Tell us about Honeyboy.
Oh heck yeah. He is just like his nickname, he's definitely a sweetheart. A rarity in post-apocalyptic stories, let's face it. This is despite like this is despite his very privileged upbringing, but his family came from his family is riddled with a scar and a tragedy. And he unfortunately like as much as he likes it or not, he is a reminder of that tragedy because he is the only living remnant of whom the family had lost. But despite that, he still goes on. Like he travels around Frontier with a very he travels around Frontier with a man with a a slightly unhinged tendency to collect heads. And
Shout out to Johnson.
yep. And he's not really a combatant, but when he when he steps in, he really steps in to help. He
Nice.
wants to do he wants to do good, and by the time like the story ends, it's definitely become part of his goal to rehabilitate Frontier one step at a time.
Nice.
Basically, he's he's meant to be like the antithesis of he's meant to be like the antithesis of like your typical scion in a Philippine political dynasty. In fact, his surname is from like the longest running Philippine dynasty in the political dynasty in the Philippines. 120 plus years. They've uh, they've retained positions in the government.
Nice. We have Mildred from past years. Tell us about Mildred.
Oh yes, Mildred Warner Thompson. God damn it! If only Max or Maya were still in the audience, they could have heard me talk about Mildred. So one of the more recent characters. She is the eldest daughter of the murder victim in past years, unfortunately, and she is like even before her mother's passing, she and her mother had kind of a complicated relationship. But she's still a girl that she's still a girl that's just beset with grief right now. Very beset with grief. Her mother's death, her family's internal subsequent internal breakdowns, literally everything else that's happening. And and then the revelation that she's not even like her her mother isn't like one of her mothers isn't her biological mother at all.
Ooh, yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Gray Model 2005, Meredith from the Colonies.
Uh, Basically a nurse synth. Like I made her with with the very obvious intent that she was meant to be a side character. So she's just uh she's just like the nurse synth side character who is just there being a witness somewhat to everything that's she's not mainly in the action, but she definitely has interacted with some of the characters who are definitely in the action. Uh Even housed like what was considered to be the main protagonist of the colonies, Cody, and the other
Cody
main protagonist, Pino.
Pino. El Viejo, Frontier City.
Oh yeah, El Viejo is actually the grandfather to the second entry in the folder, Honey Boy. His real name, like I didn't actually reveal his real. He does have a real name besides El Viejo. Don't worry, it's not El Viejo is just a title. Like his real name is actually just Dado Ortega. You heard it first.
Exclusive.
Yeah.
Um, Katya from Rain City
Oh,
News.
a
Oh,
little
go
bit of
ahead.
trivia.
Go ahead.
Like if yeah, a little bit of trivia regarding El Viejo and Honey Boy, or El Viejo in particular. He has been seen before in NHC. He has been featured before in NHC. You might
Mm.
recognize him as you might recognize him as one of the cryptids from last year, also named El Viejo.
Dun dun
Yep.
dun. Tell us about Katya from Rain City News.
Yes, in this universe, she is far detached from the tragedy that was Enemy of the State, and she is a semi-retired wrestler, part-time news writer, and she's juggling she's juggling those careers while she's raising her two kids. Not exactly the easiest, not exactly the easiest endeavor. She does get tired, but she loves her husband and her children a lot.
Nice.
She can and will. She can and will like soup. She can and will do a TKO. Like not I forgot what was that TKO.
Total knockout.
What was Randy Orton's finishing move?
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
know.
she can do it. She can and will do a TKO. She can.
And
I
finally,
am so go
Bree
on.
from New
Sorry.
Orleans, the Swamp City story. Tell us about Bree and her
My
very sad story. I love this character.
okay. Um, like this, her story was very short. Like during when the story of Swamp New Orleans began, she was she was a kid living. She was a teen living with her mom Kyla in the same apartment. And the day that the RP the events of the RP happened, it was actually the day before her birthday.
Ugh.
But her mom gave her an advance birthday present, just saying happy birthday. Then the phone's the phone signal the phone signal becomes non-existent. Uh and everything goes wrong, and then it culminates in her like getting doused in acidic bile coming from a strange creature, and then she gets affected. She starts showing signs of like the mutation getting to her body, and her mother, rather than just let her be subjected to such a horrible fate, decides to kill her,
It
give her a
is
mercy kill.
such a good scene. If y'all go back and read, I will post in the chat. Go back and read this. It is such a good scene. Jesse and Swift killed that shit. All right, so that is your folder. Who do you hope gets so far? Obviously, we still have a lot more of the year to go, but so far, if we were to vote tomorrow, Who would you hope would win, and who do you think folks will vote for out of your folder?
Well, I guess like the one that I hope to win and will likely win on in my folder is Honey Boy because he was like the most, like you said, recency bias. It's like he's the character that was most active from me recently. So, but if it's not Honey Boy, definitely either Bree or Millie or Mildred.
Okay, okay, okay. Um, and then zooming out, we have 22 nominees for best roleplay character. Out of everyone that you can think of, because I won't name everyone in their folders, who do you think deserves to take the win, including yourself?
um, well, hang on a minute.
If
Like
you need some reminders, I
definite
can do this
front
while you think.
runners, right? No, no need. Like definite front runners are definitely like CD or I know Colonel's not here in the audience to say it, so definitely Colonel.
I love it. I love it. You were nominated 5 times. What is it? 6 times for best roleplay cast out of 8, mirroring last year, by the way. Um, so
Okay.
you were nominated within Stellar Bound, The Colonies, New Orleans: A Swamp City Story, I Was Made a Hit in America, Rain City News, and Past Years. And you're also up against. Wait, you were also in Frontier City. Why are you not in that one? Hang on. You were nominated 7 times. I guess I forgot
Hooray.
to do. Also, Frontier City, and then Bloodhaven Lycan's Curse is also in there. 8 nominees. So, what do you? The question is, what do you think should win, and what do you think will win?
Um, like should and will. Hmm. Uh, like because of the story, I have a feeling that Colonies is gonna take it. Colonies is gonna take the win for best RP cast, but then there's also the fact that Frontier also has like a very strong cast as well. Like a lot of people were in the RP were in the RP also. So that one's gonna strong contender. If not if not colonies or if not colonies nor Frontier, surprise win like most likely is gonna be past years.
Past years would be an interesting upset win. That would be interesting. You're also nominated for Best Roleplay Story for Rain City News once again. By the way, Swift and Jesse, I believe, have. I might be wrong about this. I think you all have matched Seven Sins for longest nominated Best Roleplay Story. I might be wrong about that. It might be next year or it might be this year. I can't remember. Because when did Rain City News start? I can figure this out right now.
2022,
2022, 2023, 2024,
2020.
2025. So Seven Sins was 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. I think Rain City ran for 5 years. Okay, so next year you will match Rain City News. I mean, Seven Sins. Um, Rain City News. How's it going this year?
Well, there was like changes that have definitely happened. There was definitely a changing of the guard among like the main workers, and we also got like a few new characters enter. Like there are some stuff that is happening in Rain City. I will say that. And that's the beauty of like slice of life RP. It's like, oh yeah, there are some like the mundane happenings of life are given focus.
There you go.
And it's just like with news writing. It's just like with news writing. You give attention to either the mundane or the significant.
Love it. Love it. You nominated the nominees for best roleplay story so far this year are Bloodhaven Lycan's Curse by Ray. Fire Demon has The Colonies, I Was Made to Hit in America, and Frontier City so far. Rain City News by you and Jesse. The Qantas Isles by Useless Shadow, and Past Years by Max. Who should win? Who will win?
Uh I mean the Fire Demon RP is definitely gonna take the win in this one because everyone recognizes a Fire Demon RP. Whether it is whether it's the colonies or frontier or I was made to hit America, we don't know. Or New Orleans, I don't know. But I can name a definite surprise win, which is it's either like the definite surprise win is going to be past years if it's not any of the Fire Demon stories.
That would be a,
So
if past year's wins best roleplay story, that would be a massive upset, and I would kind of live for that. That would be kind of crazy. I'd kind of be into that. So you were also nominated for best traditional art piece, of which you have 9 art pieces. Um, I'm going to
yes.
I'm going to post. Let me see if I can post them all here. If you can very very quickly, because we're running long per usual. Um, give us like a vibe of each one. Tell us a little bit about like a quick little bit about it. Here's your
So
first one.
this one is so the first one that you posted.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually Messi's brother. That's actually Messi's brother. Like I just did it in like portrait form. He is mild mannered compared to Messi, but he's no less capable of fighting. Like he has the scar to prove it.
Oh, there you go. Um,
So
this next one is called. Some should say I should be more genteel. Frankly, I disagree. I love that title.
that is like that was my drawing of Sida from Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon and Blade of Light in my style. Like obviously the proportions could have been better, especially like where the legs were, but and the lighting could have been much better. But you know, I was proud of that piece. Most especially since I was operating on well, especially since I saw I this is where I've improved probably immensely on the wrinkling, on the wrinkles, the shadings, and all the shading as well as the color contrast. It's
Fantastic.
Fire Emblem. You can't go wrong with Fire Emblem.
Sergei Sharapov.
Yes, this is like just for brief context, Jesse wrote like a little Jesse has started like this series of chapters concerning like the Russian characters that were featured that he and I've made in Enemy of the State. And this one in particular, Sergei Sharapov, is Katya's older brother who had been enlisted in the Red Army. And when I painted this piece, I imagined that he was posing for like a mandatory military photo shoot. And he just decided, you know what, I don't have the time to really be fancy, so I might as well just lean on this this concrete fence, whatever. I'm not exactly thrilled about being in the not exactly thrilled about being in the battlefield, but you know, mandatory enlistment is mandatory enlistment, along with other major baggage.
Next, next with the longest title. Not many people, let alone a human, stay long enough in Gabonon to survive and regale about it.
So it's like I just imagined that this was like a scene. This was like a scene from this is featuring one of my characters, actually one of my first characters, like pre NHC. One of my first characters. He's basically like a half monster, half human hybrid, and he talks and he's like the king. He's a current sovereign of that realm, and he talks about how the realm that he rules over is not exactly like a place for humans to dwell in.
Nice, very very nice.
Like he's meant to look surreal.
We have, ladies and
And
gentlemen
then
of
that
Habasai.
piece, like those are all the characters featured in that campaign. I was like it's basically just I made it in a collage style Regency England, like just redrawing like everyone's characters based off of what was described to me and what was officially featured like in what little artworks they have been posted before I made that artwork.
Kirkland Singh. I love this one.
Yeah, this is like Kirkland Singh is actually modeled like the pose, the vibe. He's modeled after very famous Indian actor Shah Rukh Khan or SRK or King Khan as he's called. He's like a very big name in Indian cinema, and this is one of his. And that pose he Kirkland is doing is a reference to Shah Rukh Khan himself as well. Like when he where he just posts, he just points to different sides, and he's like, yeah, he knows he's snazzy. Like Bollywood actors are a whole nother level.
Charma.
That one is a yeah, Karma from
Oh,
Second
Karma.
Chance. Like
Yes.
Second Chance is currently yeah, like Second Chance is currently running in like Coda server, and I made that I made that piece like I made that art piece of Dio's character as Iron Mouse because I had I had Karma wearing Iron Mouse's attire because they have similar vibes.
Nice. Bilbo Baggins.
And yes, Bilbo Baggins. That was during the time I was in a Lord of the Rings where I was hyperfixated in Lord of the Rings. Actually, all of the pieces that are featured in my folder for best traditional art piece, it's like they all happened when I had either the brief spark of inspiration to make something or I was in a major hyperfixation about something. And this last one is no different. Like Bilbo Baggins, I was like I wanted to create I wanted to create like a paint a character from Tolkien's Legendarium, and at the time I also wanted to experiment on what I can paint without like inking it. So I was practicing on painting without like inking the lines black. And Bilbo Baggins was one of the first pieces I did doing that.
Now, which one do you hope wins from your folder?
Oh,
It's hard, right?
like looking at all of them, yeah, it is definitely hard. But like Sergey looks like like Sergey's the art piece featuring Sergey definitely looks like a front runner.
Okay.
But I can also see Kirkland getting like a dark horse vote or Bilbo Baggins just because the
Okay.
lighting is much better.
Okay. All right. All right. You're nominated against Sadburb, Zozo64, Ray, Luna, Blue Demon, and FiberCon. Do you think you can finally best the queen of traditional art piece, Sadburb, this year?
Well, it's not necessarily my aim to beat her because obviously she dominates like the traditional art scene, but like I'm steadily like making my mark by making pieces and while also like expanding on what I can do just drawing wise. It's like, oh, if I win best traditional art piece, like that's a definite bonus. I would say that's just a bonus rather than as a goal.
There you go. You're
So,
you're nominated for two pieces for best New Hill City art piece. One called "Just a Familiar Demon," with mulling over his fame. Love this title.
yeah,
And we also have
like that one
Instagram
I made
worthy.
like yes, Instagram worthy. Yeah. Both of those both of the Fire Demon pieces I got like the poses in particular I got like from references I found photo references I found on Blue Sky. So I was like, you know what? I'll just rough iron these poses because it's a very you thing to it's a very you thing to a pose like that wear red and just have a ton of gold at least in the first one, and b like you definitely like rock a deep red gown
Thank you, thank you.
and then just have an Instagram worthy shot
Love it.
just looking up at the camera like it was one of the only times that I it was one of the only times that I really zeroed in on like the photo reference for both of them because it was like, yeah, I'm doing like this like from the perspective of someone looking up, and I'm like drawing from that perspective. It's like I haven't done that before, but it was a good challenge.
There you go. Which one are you hoping wins from the folder?
The most definitely like the Instagram worthy one,
Very good. Very good.
just because.
All right. Artist of the Year: Gamma Cruchador, Mika, Max, Sadburb, Tau, Swiftcutlassie, Dio, Haley, Zozo64, Rormafishy Gigart,
Yeah.
and consistently depressed. Who this is a tough one. Who do you think should win, and who do you think will win? Or you can just answer one of
Um.
those. Either up to you.
Okay. Let's see. Haley definitely Haley definitely looks like a front runner because up until this point, like the main artists of the year from previous years were winning with like traditional art pieces or tradition or digital art pieces.
Mm-hmm.
If we have like, it'd be interesting for 2025 to have an artist of the year winner that did exclusively crafts.
Yes.
So Gigart and Haley, Gigart and Haley are definitely gonna be either the dark horse wins or basically what the voters expect. Artists, but as to who might be really be artist of the year, it's either it could be Max, it could be Zozo, or it could be Burb again. I don't know.
Okay.
But Max has definitely been like churning out like art pieces lately.
Okay. Alrighty.
That much I know of.
You are nominated for Best Combined Quote thrice. I will post them
Hooray!
here. Wait, do I have? Oh, this was also. By the way, I think I missed a traditional art piece. By the way, hang on, let me post it in here because it got out of order. First of all, tell us about this quick piece before we dive into your quotes. This,
Oh,
this is untitled, by the way.
that one was like an art. This one's an art piece, uh, featuring one of my characters, Leo Pisces, and his foster younger brother, James Scarlet.
Huh.
Like just them and their color motifs.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. This might be my favorite one. This is a good one, by the way. Do you want to title it right here and now on the pod while you have it?
I don't know. I don't have a title for it yet.
Damn it. So close. I tried.
I'm more focused.
Okay. Never beating the allegations. We have Dio. This one is Dio, Swift, and Jesse. Um, Dio says, Nihility and thieves, but never better duo. And then you said, she's a cat. Well, cat person, but still. Jesse said, if I say it, I won't beat the allegations, but my fiance said it for me without realizing. Ha. And then Dio said, furry. And then Jesse said, fuck.
Jesse, what do you think of that?
That's a pretty good one. I like that one. Um, I enjoy that one. We also have.
Well,
Go
it's
ahead.
a like that one was like a reference to when that was a reference to when Encoder server uh like it was a reference to that time where I changed my username in Coda server to my boyfriend was a furry.
That's awesome. That makes sense. We have Fire Shaken Ass with
And
say.
then the
Go ahead. And then what? Oh, this one.
Sayori, the second one.
Sayori, Lobsy,
Yeah.
Maya, Jesse, and Swift. Sayori says, "Fire shaking his little tight dress, shaking his little tight dress." Lobsy says, "Shaking ass or in fear." Maya says, "Yes." Jesse says, "Both." Sayori says, "Undetermined," and Swift finishes off with, "Oh man, that might win.
Oh man.
That one
Eh,
might win.
yeah, that one might win.
That one might win." We have another one called Peg, where Jesse says, "If my girlfriend finally fulfills my desires, yes." And then Swift says, "I didn't peg you for that." And then Jesse says, "You didn't peg me for anything." Wow, real sexual stuff on Maine. Work. Honestly, work. Honestly, work.
I mean,
Which,
you can't be the only one. You can't be the only one, Fire.
I guess not. I guess not.
You can't.
I guess not. Um, which of these is your favorite quote? Which of these do you think is the one?
I mean, I obviously like Peg just because it's it's just bad pun slash definite innuendo. Um, but the tight little dress quote is a close second. So
Okay.
there's that.
Okay. I just said y'all crying. I don't know what that's a reference to. Maybe all of that. We will move on to your solo quotes, of which you have three. Oh goodness. Um, First one is called "Worth It," in which you said, uh, actually, do you want to say these solo quotes? How about that?
It's like I could say that with I remember how when this was said. This was said. The first one was said after Phil won Clip of the Year. I said Giorgio Giovanna shooting an enemy in the dick was worth it. That was like
Mm-hmm.
that was worth the win
And the next one,
because Phil finally won, and
yes, Phil fighting one.
that
Continue.
suck on my ass, Una. That suck on my ass, Una. Like that was. I remember the context behind that. Uh, a little bit of the context behind it. I think I was referring to the character Sukuna from Jujutsu Kaisen, and I just typed that one just because I don't know exactly what happened, but I think it had something to do with Max talking about their obsession with JJK in Red Lantern Club. I don't know. I forgot where that was typed precisely.
Okay.
And then the third one, I just wonder what his intentions are other than starting a revolution. Is he like, hey, here's some bodiless heads of your family. They fucking sucked ass and did war crimes, but what do I know? I just delivered the mail. It's like, I remember that's referring to Johnson and his habit of collecting heads in Frontier.
Oh boy,
They
collecting
suck. They
heads.
fucking suck ass and did war crimes, but what do I know? I just delivered the mail.
Which one's your favorite?
I mean, the first one is definitely a stellar quote, but the third one is just uh, funny just because of how nonchalant like the context is.
It's great. You are nominated four times for best level up. I'll have you read out your level ups. Some of these should be pretty easy.
Okay, yeah, very easy. Come on, photo load. I said I said yay, and then level up. It's a premature celebration. The second one, was actually from Mock the Week. It's a reference to Mock the Week, which is a now finished British show. It's sad. One of the one of the quotes they said was, "Welcome to the Tonys. If you're not called Tony, fuck off."
I like that.
And then third one, third one is CD, please. That's sexual tension. And then the fourth one, Zoe. For Zoe, I know. I can tell you. You remember when we were talking about miraculous ladybug, that one, and we were ranting about the very questionable story choices that Thomas Astruck made for the show, and I said Thomas Astruck can go bury himself in shit.
Oh my god.
That's like I mean I could have got it. I could have made it worse. I could have made it even worse. I could have said Tom Astruck can go bury himself in shit, but then I could think of many more like disparaging nicknames for that guy.
So which one is your favorite?
Just I mean yay sounds like an easy win, but I just love that Thomas Astruck can go bury himself in shit because I was definitely like motivated by spite for that man. Like look, he made a good show. Unfortunately, it was that that shit is run by very questionable story choices. Like there isn't enough nuance for certain characters. I thought we were getting like a redemption arc for Chloe Bourgeois. Instead, what happened? God damn it, Thomas Astruck. Yeah, like she should have stayed a hero. Why? Why did it have to be? Why did it have to be like that? My God, like I could just pretend like the rest of the seasons do not exist. Okay, I could just pretend they didn't exist. The only canon events are season 1 and 2, Miraculous Ladybug, and the movie. The animated movie definitely way better than the entirety of the show, unfortunately.
You are also nominated for Most Improved Member. The nominees are Daisy. So far, the nominees are Daisy, King Arthur, Lobsy, Swiftcutlassie, Tatocorp, Aurelia, Monica, Worm of Fishy Gigart, and Toby. Who do you think should win, and who do you think will win?
Uh,
And play along in chat if you would like.
okay, okay. Based on how frequently he's become more active and more prominent in the server, King Arthur definitely is gonna get, would most likely get it, but I could also see Monica, or even Gigart getting it.
Okay. Okay. All right. Um, the final nomination you have for 2025 thus far is for Mod of the Year. Now, this is an interesting one. Sayori, Consistently Depressed, Princess Zoe, Aragorn, Daisy, Swiftcutlassie. Who should win it?
Uh-huh.
Who will win it? And this is a fun one. This is a fun one to ask. Fun with...
Okay, you're asking me a very difficult question
Oh, I
because
am.
first of all, first of all, out of the 11 mods, there are 10 who are part of like who are technically eligible for this list, and I only see 6.
Vote for
But
them.
what do
Nominate
I know? I'm not
them.
the one. Not,
You cannot. Anyone can nominate. Nominate them. Yeah, Kermit's nominated for Junior Mod. That is true. So
yeah, that's why I said 10 out of the 11.
feel free
That's
to.
why 10 out of the 11 are eligible. So, but yeah, like this is a very, very interesting bout because like who knows if Sayori can get it again,
Yes, there is one 4 times in a row.
can get it
Three
again,
times. Yeah, three
or
times in a row. Yeah.
yeah, but I could also see people like I could not re- what am I saying? Thoughts. Get the thoughts straight. Okay. I could also see CD actually winning it, or even Ara. Don't like I don't know what my odds are for mod of the year, but it will definitely be an interesting bout.
Okay. Well, just some stats. If Sayori wins it, of course, I mean Sayori has already won it more than anyone else before, but Sayori will have a 4-win streak. If CD wins it, it will be his first. If Princess Zoe wins it, it will be she'll be the first Hellion ever to win to own a Junior Mod of the Year and a Mod of the Year award. Ara will be the second time winning. Daisy will be the first, and Swift will also be the first. If Swift wins, Swift will have won every single difficult Heli award ever. So, just saying, just saying. Think about your choices. I don't know. I don't know who's
J-
gonna win. And make sure y'all nominate if you like the other mods, nominate the other mods. Max is in there. You know, there's a lot of folks. Um, so my question to you, Swift, is what
Uh-huh.
what helis do you want to win this year?
Well, I'll keep I'll actually keep those answers to myself because
All right,
I'd like to keep people guessing as to what I'm aiming for.
all right, all right. Can you answer? I think I'd also be the first Black Mod of the Year. That's right. That is true. Princess would be the first Black Mod of the Year ever. So we'd love to see that. Um, what? How many?
Yes, there's the many firsts.
Can you tell us how many do you think
Go
you'll
on.
win? Or are you going to keep that to yourself as well?
Hmm. Well, I mean, I already know Chatterbox is going to be a definite send home for me.
True.
That I'm just saying.
True. So at least one.
And I'm guaranteeing, yeah, and I'm also guaranteed the best RP cast win, just because.
Yeah, I, unless unless Bloodhaven somehow pulls out an upset win, that'll be the real upset. But yes, you are pretty much a shoo-in for best
I
cast.
also got it. I also am in the Bloodhaven cast. I should point out.
Oh,
I was also in Bloodhaven. Like,
okay, we'll add you to the list then. So you were nominated for every single. You're in every single role play. That's fantastic. Um, that's great. Okay.
yep.
Um, cool. So you're definitely winning best roleplay cast, possibly twice if there's a tie, which would be the first to ever happen. Okay. All right. So there's two, at least two. Can we say at least two?
At least two, or at least let's see. I mean, on the very very faint chance that a certain heli I get a certain heli. I don't know, but I know that I'm guaranteed at least two.
Okay. All right. All right. This next question you should be able to answer. Who hasn't won a heli who you think should win, or who hasn't won a certain category that you think should win that category?
Okay, to answer the first question, Wire definitely deserves to win a heli at this point this year. He can't go on too long without winning one, let's be honest.
He
Like,
is,
that streak has to break at some point.
yeah, he is the very last one in the Ultimate Losers Club, which is that he's been nominated every single year since the Hellies began and has never won. So think about it,
Okay.
folks.
And then yeah, as for the second part of the question, which category someone hasn't won yet but definitely deserves to win? Hmm. I'd say, well, funny, I wouldn't say funny enough, but I'd say that for most contributing, I'm definitely like I'm seeing that Daisy has definitely like improved to an extent. Oh wait, most improved. Yeah, Daisy could definitely get most improved. What the hell am I what the hell am I like looking for? Hmm, what else am I thinking about? And let's see. And Jesse definitely for bot babes. Jesse definitely should at least get a bot babes win because he at least expressed that as like his goal.
Okay.
And maybe and most definitely Jesse for like best combined quote, or or hell even the best RP character win.
Ooh. Okay. All right. Okay. Um, who has too many Hellies?
You
What? What?
and you
What?
can't even say
What? What?
you
What?
can't even say me because the gap between you and I is definitely larger.
What? I had no idea you were going to say this. I can't believe the betrayal. I can't believe it. Anyway, moving on. Make a Helly's prediction. Your favorite thing.
Okay, I will start with the very obvious prediction that there's gonna be a tie
Every year.
in some categories.
Every year.
Yes, there is a tie, and this is interesting. And for best new member in particular, it's a very interesting story because up until recently, there hasn't been like a definite like the best new member front runner hasn't been as can I say the honest part that it hasn't been as obvious up until recently.
Yeah.
Tyler, you're most likely getting it.
Well, you're
So
answering the next question, which is
fucking
also
do your best.
out of everyone who's joined this year, who do you think will win Best New Member? So you're thinking it's Pilot Jack?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
he like among like the best new member lineup in for 2025, he is like one of the only ones I can actually remember. Like, I mean, obviously, I still recognize like a few other names on the list, but he, Wolf, K. Baird, and Try and Corey,
Mm-hmm.
those those are the ones in the those people in the list are the ones I could recognize.
Okay. Okay. If Pilot Jack wins, he will be the first. Let me make sure I have this right. He will be. Yeah, he will be the first best new member to be brought in by the Bringer Award. Well, it would Max would have to win Bringer Award, but he'll be the first best new member to be brought in by the previous year's best new member. That is the the achievement. Which means
Like
if that
like
happens,
that almost happened.
almost,
I will
almost,
say it almost happened like with Dio and Rune Draconic, but Gloria
so
won
close by one vote.
that year.
So close. Yeah, I think that yeah. So yeah, if Max wins Bringer Award, and I mean even if Max doesn't win Bringer Award, it'll still be the previous member bringing in the new member. And now Pilot Jack, if you win, that means you'll then have to continue the streak and try to bring in a good best new member for 2026. So think about that, PLJ. Think about that. He said, "Oh." We don't have to, but we recently had our Loose for Lifetime Achievement Award recipient Amakitten. Say something nice about Amakitten.
Well, she's awesome, and she has been an NHC since the very beginning of the server, and I'd say that she laid the foundations of what made the server as it is today. Like obviously, people over the years have refined the structure, but Coda definitely like Coda definitely like set laid like the foundation, and you can't build a house without a proper foundation.
Very true. Very true. Um, Speaking of Lifetime Achievement Award nominees, you are a current inductee. Well, is it an inductee if you're nominated? I don't know. You're an current nominee for Lifetime Achievement Award nominees. I just posted the link just so y'all can see. But so far, the nominees are, I believe it's Nezero, Sig, Sergeant Pepper, Spider Monkey, um, Avia, Demonic Rose, Minnie, Aragorn, Princess Zoe, Romer Fishy Gigart, JoJo, Consistently Depressed, The Colonel, By 10, Spatnum Nix, Dio, Ray, Zozo64, Haley, Leah, Jesse, Swift, Jax, and Maya. Do you think you have a chance of becoming the Lifetime Achievement recipient? And do you think it's your time? Do you think you deserve it?
Well, like I mean, on the one hand, I have a chance of getting it. Like it's a fraction of a chance, but it is a possibility. But there are other names on the list like Ara or Princess Zoe who have been in the server much longer than I am, and they have considerably made more of an impact that I have. So chances are it could go to them, but it could also go to people like CD, or if I wonder if Colonel's in the audience right now, or
Oh, he'd hate to hear that.
Colonel could get it, but
Oh my
Colonel could get
god.
it, then he'd be like, "No, why did you vote for me?"
Oh my god. The year Colonel gets it, he will be so embarrassed. He will be so, because it's just a segment devoted to him. He'll hate it. He'll hate it. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Princess I said, "You say I haven't made an impact yet. I fear I'm the least known mod." I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. Um,
Joey, you won. You were the first winner of Best Written Piece. You were the first winner of Best Written Piece, first woman to win the Best RP character, if I remember correctly.
that's right. That's absolutely right.
Definitely first.
That's absolutely right.
There's like many firsts with certain like heli winners.
Yep.
I will say that. Fire. And also on another note, fire. Uh, how long until you can update Heli Award Hall of Fame with like the with like with like the superlatives and all that? I don't know.
Oh yeah,
The information and trivia.
yeah. I'll have to do that again. I have some more to add, but you know, in due time. Do you have any advice for someone who's just joined New Hill City?
Well, as someone who has been in here for long, but not as long compared to literally most of the other people in this server, I'd say, um, I'd say what'll help you what'll help your stay be much more bearable is if you start sharing a little bit about yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like you're like people will notice when you are your most authentic. Like maybe you're not maybe you're not showing your most authentic self when you're chatting with people, but do it with the intent that you want other people to know you as you are,
There you go.
you know?
And finally, before I turn you over to the Wolves, what are your goals for New Hill City in 2025, in September so far of 2025?
Well, so far my goals, like what my biggest goal right now is to just keep resume doing my art, like which I have been doing ever since I got back from vacation. I was unable to do art for a while because I was so sick. But now I am back.
There you go. Back, back,
I am
back.
doing art again.
Love to see it. And here we go. Let's start with fan questions. Colonel starts us off with a tried and true soup.
Soup. I mean, I love sinigang na baboy, sinigang na manok. Like I love soup, sour soup especially because it pairs well with plain rice.
Okay. Okay, very good. Fire Demon asks, what are your plans for the Cyberpunk Chronicle stories?
Oh, I'm definitely gonna have at least a character for every single one of those short stories because I am that kind of person.
Demon, please. Demon. Um, Minnie asks, since you asked me last time, how do you feel about gotcha games as a whole?
Gotcha games are fun as long as you have the money. I mean, being a free to play player is a very taxing endeavor. But on the one time you on the one time I get victory, like for a very rare item or a very rare character, you celebrate because that means you have at least a chance of there's at least a chance that your gameplay experience becomes much smoother. Uma Musume has become the most recent gotcha game that I've been in, and my God, it has my two favorite things. It has my two favorite things: characters, like history, and family lineages. Because the characters are based off of real life Japanese racehorses, and if you look at the real life pedigrees of almost all of the characters in Uma Musume, you'd find out that they're connect. Everyone is like kind of related to each other.
Hot or not, whatever your thing is.
So yeah.
Okay, all right. Fire Demon asks, will you be launching any more RPs in the future?
Well, that's a very definite possibility, assuming that I have considering that I am currently whenever I want to launch an RP, it's under the pretense that oh yeah, there's definitely going to be some regional bias TM.
TMT.
Regional bias. Like if I want to launch like a future RP, I want to run an RP that is set during like the martial law years of the Philippines because that was a very interesting, or should I say unfortunate time for all of the people involved in the country because a lot of things happened at that time.
Fair enough. Um, Fire Demon asks, do you still love Honkai?
Yeah, well, I haven't really played Honkai in a while, but I do keep up with like with most of the story beats. It helps that Honkai Star Rail and Honkai Impact Third and Genshin Impact, like all of the Hoyoverse games, all of the Hoyoverse games have like they influence each other or even copy each other in terms of story beats, characters, and everything.
Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Princess Zoe asks, favorite and least favorite Winx Club character?
Yeah, there's 3 questions on this list. So I'll start. um so favorite and least favorite Winx Club character. My favorite Winx Club character in terms of like outfit variety. Let's see. It is like I suppose that my favorite Winx Club character in terms of design and personality and their powers and under underutilized potential is Tekna. Like Tekna had the most interesting and most unique power, like Magitech. Why didn't they do more with her? Like why? Like her outfits were the most unique of the 6 because of her base power of technology, Magitech. Like come on, but like you see it, right? Like you see that over the years since like the conception of Wings Club, like Tekna's outfits became un- went from unique to just uniform with the rest of the other girls, and I'm like, come on, come on, Tekna, please, just give her a shot at being like a standout compared to the girls because she definitely has like a lot of tech motifs, please, and she's she barely speaks. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me, Rainbow? Really, Rainbow? Ah, okay. And least favorite Winx Club character? Hmm. Let me see. Least favorite? I don't know, but in terms of what I'm hearing from based on what we've been talking about in Underworld Entertainment, most definitely Riven, because why the fuck would Musa stay with him for such a long time? Like, come on, like, does his character at least improve in the reboot? Uh, because because like he has been like a horrible boyfriend to Musa. Like one of the major things that kind of irks me is that oh yeah, the specialists in Wings Club were like they maybe have their own character arcs, but their primary purpose was to give each girl in the Wings Club like a boyfriend and like at least have more episodes that delve deep into their like personal lives. Sky pretty much is the only one who even gets some ounce of development because he's a prince. And I'm like, come on. Come on, Rainbow. Holy fuck. Okay.
Go ahead and take all three
So
of those
yeah.
questions.
All right. Second question. What's your favorite Winx transformation and why is it the peak Enchantix? My favorite Winx transformation, like in the entirety of like the series' run is hmm like let's see. So there was the base Winx transformation slash Charmix, then there was Enchantix, and then there was funny enough, like the Winx transformation that I like yeah, Enchantix is really good. They had the most unique transformation scenes in between each of the girls, and that was like the last time they were very unique about it. Afterwards, it was all uniform. But in terms of music, one of my favorite, in terms of transformation music, my favorite is Cyrenix's. So yeah, like some of the least imaginative like transformations in the series, but it has some of the best music. Number 3, what's your favorite trope in role plays and writing? My favorite trope in RP, like going by TV tropes. I guess one of my favorite tropes is one of my favorite tropes in general is like the royals who actually do something trope, because I like it when like people who are royalty also get to actually kick ass and actually their earn their metal as like a royal to be admired. So royals who actually do something, and the sub tropes underneath that include the warrior prince trope, the wise prince, pretty princess powerhouse. Yeah, like they're all under the royals who actually do something trope, which I fucking like. So yeah, and it's probably like a reason why like a good number of my characters are rich. It's also fantasy fulfillment on my part because I am a middle class person. So just imagining what rich life could be like and being able to kick ass and take names as royalty. Heck yeah.
Love it.
Anyway,
Um,
uh
I asked, give us your top three SCL or Swiftcutlassie heli wins. You have 19 of them to choose from. What are your top three?
okay, I'd say like in no particular order, my best RP character win, best short form written piece win, and then my best tabletop RPG character win. And trailing off from those three is my artist of the year win. So yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. She's picking those three wins over the win she cried over. She cried at Best New Member. Cried! But that's okay. That's fun. Colonel asks, what's your favorite thing about Jesse? Oh,
Yeah. There's I wonder if Jesse's still listening right now. Jesse,
it's like he's in the next room.
uh Jesse, like you should hear this, Jesse. Like like if only you're still up,
If only we were
please be
recording
up
this.
so that you could listen to this.
Someone transcribe it.
Hel- Hello, okay. Jesse is busy at the moment. Aw. Okay. My favorite thing about Jesse, um, hmm. My God, there's just a lot of things about him that I can't pick exactly one, but I'd say that one of my one of my biggest favorite things about him, which is one of the first things that I've noticed about him during our early days knowing each other, is his voice. Like I hear his voice and I'm like, oh wow, it's surprisingly deep.
He does have a great voice.
That voice is the same thing. Yeah, it's his most constant. It's a constant of his, and it's whenever I hear it, it's a sense of familiarity. Sense of familiarity. That voice has said
Ooh,
many things, like in person and in voice chat. So
nice. Very, very nice.
yeah.
Minnie asks, favorite Star Rail fraction. This can include the heirs too, and why?
The Star Rail faction that I'm most interested in, or one of my favorites. Um, I actually like the 10 stone hearts of the IPC. Specifically the 10 stone hearts. The rest of the IPC can go suck a dick. Like because as much as yeah, shocker despite me shitting on them. Yeah, that's true. At least like the 10 stone hearts, like three of the playable stone hearts at the moment, they are I just like that we get to learn about them as three-dimensional characters despite clearly working for a very predatory mega corporation. It's like it's like my god. My god, you guys clearly like why are you three working for a very predatory corporation that has also been noted to eradicate populations of people? And it's to the point that one of them, Aventurine, wants to rebel and put a hit on Osvaldo Schneider for what he had done to Aventurine's people. So if I'm rooting for like a faction to like fulfill like their individual goals, I will specifically root for the 10 Stonehearts because they clearly have different goals, even though they are working under like the same banner of 10 Stonehearts.
Okay. Okay. Colonel asks, "Who's your favorite person in NHC and why is it me?"
Colonel, please. Colonel, Colonel, my favorite person isn't you.
Wow.
My favorite person is Jesse, duh.
Wow.
He's
Wow.
my fiance.
Wow. Fire Demon asks, "What's your favorite RP moment of 2025?"
RP moment of 2025.
I should say NHC RP.
Oh boy, I mean, there's like a lot. There's like a lot of NHC RP moments that happened. That fucking happened. Uh, I mean, the colonies is like a lot of major moments, but I can name like a most recent moment in our in Frontier
That
because
was.
God damn it, Colonel, why did Johnson have to die? Blech. Like I know it has been a planned thing, Colonel, but my God, it was definitely an impact. Yeah, I know you're a menace, Colonel. You collect people's heads and then you die after you collect people's heads. It's like Robespierre. He beheads other people and then he himself gets beheaded. My God.
Love it.
But
Uh,
yeah, a close second is actually like the scene where Lucia opens up the box that that carries like Elijah's severed head, and she freaks out because she didn't anticipate that her own brother would end well, not really brother, but her own brother would end up dead in her hands. And she fucking screams and then she ends up dying. Yeah.
yes. Oh, that was a good moment. That was a good moment. Um, Colonel asks, "Who's your favorite character in NHCRP that you haven't played?"
Okay. Um okay, I have a few. All right. I have a few. First one is Yuri Rojas. Yuri Rojas, played by Jesse. Another one is Johnson, played by Colonel. You cannot say that your character isn't good, Colonel. I will fucking fight you on that. Um, Another character that I like, which is from another few characters that I like, which come from Max's RP of past years. Like good favorites of mine include Host, uh, Mikey, and Adrian, and Jade. Jade. Oh, like just just a few of the like a half of the past year's cast I like.
There you go.
Aw.
There you
And Tyler's cheering. Aw.
go. Let's see who we have. Jesse says, "I'm totally awake. How do you think your team will do this year in fantasy?"
How do you think your team will do this year in fantasy? I think they will do well, all things considered. I was like very, I was much more focused on picking like the team members for my fantasy team this time around. I didn't do auto picking. I was like, you know what? I'm picking based on what I can actually see in stats.
We got to get Swift
So
to Sporty a sport
I think my
win.
team has a shot.
We got to get Swift to Sporty a sport win, just to show that she can do everything.
Oh boy. Uh, sport win. And this is funny considering I don't play sports that much. I mean, I play tennis and badminton, tennis and badminton to the side, but it's been a while since I properly did it.
Number three from Minnie, he says, "Yes, another Star Rail question. I know. What is your personal thoughts on the new story so far?"
God, like the M4's story, like on the one hand, it's like we're introduced to more iconic characters in Star Rail's roster, but on the other hand, it's so goddamn lengthy, and everybody is in a trauma conga line because of like what's happening in these stories events. At least now, like finally, like the characters in M4AS are gonna get like a reprieve this time. Like they don't have to be tortured with the circumstances of their situation anymore. Also, fuck Lygus. That guy can go. That guy can go suck a dick.
Oh wow. Oh my. Oh my. Um, Fire Demon asks, who do you think are the top most iconic members of NHC?
Okay. Oh wow, that is a very. I mean, top most iconic members of NHC. I mean, besides the owner of the server, because that's
Besides me.
already a cheat.
Besides
That's
me.
already a cheat answer.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, an iconic member I can think of. Well, Era, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Era, and then there is. I mean, Dio's definitely left a mark in NHC. That much I know. And then, uh, and then Masa with his quotable lines, and his progress in the fitness channel of NHC.
Yes. Oh yes.
Then and then Minnie definitely, like Minnie, Sergeant Pepper, and Jesse. Jesse is also very iconic for like his sports stuff.
Indeed.
Sports stuff, like a good chunk of NHC's members are iconic because they aren't just good at the stuff that they are known for, but they are very versatile with stuff too. Like the names I would most recognize as iconic are the ones who are diverse in their skills and interests, basically multidimensional. Fire, don't finish the line of questions. Don't fucking do it, please.
That's around 2.5
uh,
hours. My goodness. Colonel says, oh no, sorry, I said, what kind of RP would you like to see in NHCRP that you haven't seen before?
what kind of RP would you like to see in NHC RP that you haven't seen before? An RP that I wish to see, that I wish to see in this server
Mm-hmm.
in the in the district. Let's see what hasn't been done before. Well, besides of besides a fire demon RP that specifically is set in the Philippines because regional bias intensifies, it can't just be me.
God.
Besides that, um, I guess I would want more like let's see. What other, because horror RPs are already like a thing in NHCRP.
We have,
Slice of life has already
yeah.
happened. Murder mysteries are already like there because of Max. Um, dystopias, dystopias are there because fire RPs as well. Historical fiction RP, I'm already doing that, although it's slow. I guess like there's also fantasy, urban fantasy, a lot of stuff. Um, I mean, there's Western as well. Like there was a Western RP with Jesse's Redwood. Like
Great RP.
like I think there could be I think there could also be another Western RP or more urban fantasy, or better yet, like an RP that explicitly takes place in the battlefield, kind of like hmm, I forget. Like I just know that a la Fire Emblem, yeah, Fire Emblem.
Okay. Okay. Um, Colonel asks, most hated NHCRP character not played by you.
Okay, I have a few that I fucking hate. Like, of course, the entire point of their storylines is that the entire point of these characters is that they're meant to be loathed. But I have a few on my shit list that I want to see. I want I want to like stomp on with my foot.
Oh boy.
Stomp on with my foot, hit by a walk, and then pecked on by our chickens. The chickens outside, like in the garden. Um, well, Minnie, funny that you say that because the hated some of the hated characters, like a good chunk of them actually belong to fire. So,
I'm surprised all of them don't, but
um,
continue.
okay, okay. So one character that I absolutely despise, like there are three fire characters that I absolutely fucking despise. One is Len from the colonies. Like that guy, like I don't care how well intentioned he is. Like he still caused a chain of events that put an innocent girl on trial. Well, not really innocent, but the fact that a 15-year-old being considered for the death penalty because the person that she killed was a high profile person. It's like, wow, very disproportionate, isn't it? Like Len also indirectly ruined the life of Cody. I'm saying that right as much.
Interesting,
Okay.
interesting.
And then another a character that I also despise, like there were a handful of characters that I despise in Frontier, but pretty much those handful of characters that I despise were part of the Lux family. So that's like I despise Asher Lux for A, being a coward, B, running out on Cody, like when he clearly could have probably started over with Cody, like in the colonies, but he just decided to be a little bitch and fuck off, leaving Cody and Len to die in Ottawa. The hell, man? And the third one is Valentina for goodness, like as much as she claims that she wants to bring justice to the synthetics for what the organics have done to them, there's a very big hint of selfishness in there because she could have just clearly specifically targeted she could have just specifically targeted Asher Lux, but no, she decides to target the entirety of the human race because of because of uh because of actions done to her by two very specific men. Like I will like as much as the real Valentina was a victim of domestic violence. The real Valentina was a victim of domestic violence. The fake Valentinas, they were they were basically controlled by they were controlled by Asher and David. Like even though like it could have been way more sympathetic if not for the fact that Valentina was A, kidnapping children, and B, unnecessarily causing unnecessarily causing uh destruction to other people who had no say or had nothing to do with the entire issue with her and Asher, which was this whole which was basically just relationship problems. If they had just sat down and talked for like 5 fucking minutes, like most of the shit in Frontier wouldn't have happened. But no, she had to run on assumptions that her fiance and David were an item behind her back. Like she isn't completely blameless either. She ran on an assumption. Like yes, it's not entirely unfounded, but at the same time she assumed. But my god, bitch. My god, bitch.
Is that
Like
is that everybody?
I'm sorry. Like my god, bitch. I like as much as as much as women's rights are important, Valentina's the reason why like women's rights are very difficult to endorse nowadays. Because women like Valentina are the reason why mother mother of God, it's so difficult. It's like it'd be difficult for actual victims of domestic violence to like seriously, she would not be like given her message, she would not be a good role model for International Women's Day. I'm telling you, she's not getting any accolades anytime soon. Like, I'm sorry. She is not like like she and Asher are both terrible people. Like the real Valentina was slightly less terrible than her fake counterparts, but I cannot believe like Asher could not come to terms with his sexuality and and Valentina for that matter. Like lady like I get that you hang on to the good moments between you and Asher and it's your reason for staying. Like it's your reason for staying with him, but if you were able to notice that many signs that your relationship wasn't going to work out, you could have just at least packed up, like stand up, pack up and leave one day, like just completely disappear. No one would fucking notice, even if Asher and David like put up a fucking search party. Like you would have fared better in the colonies, to be honest. Or Sin City. Sin City, your talents would have been recognized. But no. Oh man.
Anyone else?
I mean, there's also a few characters in past years that I dislike. Like, I swear to God. I mean, Wolf's character of Aaron in past years, some it's like it's the hatred isn't as big compared to like the fire characters that I've listed, but he is kind of a like his character is kind of annoying. I'll just be honest. uh,
Okay. List. Oh, wait. No, I have. How accurately have you voted for best new member? How did you vote in 2022, 2023, and 2024? Did you always pick the correct winner?
oh, okay. 2022. I don't remember who voted, but I think it was someone other. It was. I'm pretty sure it was Sayori. I think I voted for Sayori. It's become a distant memory for me at this point. Okay. And 2023, I think I voted for Rune, Draconic, or Onyx,
Oh,
like
okay.
either of the two. But then Gloria won. I was like, huh, I don't recognize her name. I'm sorry.
Gotcha. 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 And 2024, did you vote for
And
Max?
then 2024, yeah, definitely.
Fair enough.
Max was like a clear winner right then and there.
Fair enough. Fire Demon asks, list your top five NHCRPs of all time in any order that you want.
Okay, does this count like the previous years of RPs?
Any RP of any year in NHC.
Okay, all right. So my top five, I'd say number five is Enemy of the State because that's besides it being like a very good RP. That's the RP where I first met Jesse. So that's number five. Uh, number four, number four. Uh, hmm. Number four. Let's see. Number four. Number four. Four is the magic number. I guess Force So Deep is Our Love.
Good one, good one.
Number four. Number three. Let me see. He is here, the final cryptid verse story. Yeah, I know. Number three. That one's number three. Number two is Alien Annihilation. And then number one, because of personal bias and because I co-run it alongside Jesse, definitely Rain City News.
Rain City News. That's it. That's it. Um, let's
Yeah,
see what else we got. Pilot Jack asks. Oh no, first Colonel asks, when are you and Jesse getting married? Is NHC
Colonel.
invited?
We'll make sure to include NHC when the wedding ceremony happens. I don't even think it's like gonna be a big ceremony per se. I don't want to spend too much.
Okay. Okay.
but it's gotta be a meaningful one.
Nice. Pilot Jack asks if you could change one moment in an RP, would you? Which one? What moment?
Um, if I could change one moment in an RP, would I? I mean, hmm, like if I could change one moment in an RP, I guess. Actually, I don't. I can't really think of any RP moment to change
Oh, I think I know which one you
because
want to
it's like,
change.
what?
you, I think there's a specific RP you've always hated the ending to.
Oh yeah, that fucking thing. Ugh. Why did that fucking plot? Why did that fucking plot twist have to exist? Like, I'm still definitely miffed by that. Like, why? Why did that plot twist have to happen? Why? Why did that have to happen? Like, I was calm. I was calm a few seconds ago until you brought it up.
See,
Like,
it's the best way to make Swift angry. That's all you have to say. I don't even have to say what it is, and we won't. We'll just, you know what? That's the one. Good job. Um, what is the next one?
uh,
What is the next one? Oh, I missed it. Oh, here we go.
um,
Um, so, oh shit, I missed it. Where the fuck is it? Oh,
it's
Jesse
Jesse's
asks,
question.
who's a
It's
Filipino
Jesse's question.
actor that you would like to see explode in the States?
Oh yes, like a Filipino actor whom I'd like to see explode in the States. It's like there's like a handful of like recent cream of the crop actors that have gotten very good roles here in our local entertainment scene. I'd like to see. Okay, I'm gonna say this name. Don't fucking laugh. Don't react too badly to it. One of the actors that I'd like to see become like world famous is Ding Dong Dantes.
Okay.
Like Ding, yes, Ding Dong Dantes. That's his actual, like, Ding Dong is his nickname. Like his real name is like obviously different, but the people colloquially known him as Ding Dong Dantes. Very celebrated like actor. Part of a power couple with a famous actress here as well. And he is stunning. He's good looking. He's good at acting, and he needs like a major U.S. project. I need to see him in an American movie. Like,
Okay. All right. Um, Jesse asked dream job.
wait. Where's the other question?
Was there one before it?
Dream job.
Yeah,
Oh,
dream job.
okay. Dream job. Well, I mean, I'd like to do I'd like to do some like professional art or professional writing, like just really really act upon like my hobbies slash passions, make it like make them like elevate those elevate those activities for myself. But funny enough, like one of the things that I would want to take a dabble in is voice acting.
Ooh. Okay.
I mean, Jesse's mom says that I have the voice for it. I don't know for myself.
Love it. I would agree. Very nice. Very nice.
Okay, and Tyler asked like,
Would you
go
pick
on.
either being around people constantly or completely solitary? You introvert, extrovert.
I'd rather pick being around I'd rather pick being around people constantly, but with the twist that I only hang around certain people in that in the crowd, just like hey, just talk to certain people. That's it. I can't exert my energy to talk to absolutely everybody. Like no person can have that energy.
There you go. Pilot Jack
Anyway,
asks favorite TV show and why.
oh yes, I will con for that I will consult my Meet the Demon Spawn profile because I have written that. Favorite TV show. I def uh as I've written down in my profile, I like the TV show Frasier, as in the original one starring Kelsey Grammer. Very like a very big Emmy Award winning show. Like it is the premise is very funny in on itself. A psychiatrist, a very well-known psychiatrist, is having a very difficult time in his personal life that would make a person go to a psychiatrist. Uh, sure, I absolutely love like the Sherlock Holmes TV show, especially the Granada one because Jeremy Brett is such a good actor. He's the definitive Sherlock Holmes. If it's not Benedict Cumberbatch or Robert Downey Jr., it is Jeremy Brett. And then South Park. I love my satirical humor.
Okay. Colonel asks favorite plot twist in NHCRP.
Oh god damn it. Favorite NHC plot twist. I guess the one that has impressed me the most is actually the colonies' major plot twist of everything. The entirety of the faction is basically a Lotus Eater machine, literal Lotus Eater machine, because everything is all of it was a literal digital hallucination.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Pilot Jack asks, "What is a character you'd love to see but don't know if you can pull off?"
Um, a character that I'd love to see. Well,
Or play, I
I'd want
guess.
to see like to role play. I feel like a character that I want to be able to role play, but I'm not sure if I can. If I have the chops to do it, is like, funny enough, it's like I struggle with gray moral characters. Like I have a handful of characters that fall under like the gray morality spectrum, the gray morality scale, but I don't place them as often compared to before. Like I wish I could do so more often. Like and that's what I hope to do that at some point in a either a fire RP or a non-fire RP in the future.
Nice. Stay tuned for that. Minnie asks favorite RP. I mean, sorry, favorite anime.
Favorite anime? I mean, Evangelion is one of my favorites.
Ooh, good one.
There's also JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and then Hetalia. Just love those.
Nice, nice. Minnie asks favorite game.
Favorite game? I mean, well, right. Uh, my favorite games are obviously like any Hoyoverse game and Uma Musume right now. Right now it's Uma Musume and Fire Emblem Heroes. They're still definite favorites because gotcha.
Heroes is so good. Pilot Jack asks, "Do you have a favorite VA or actor, and who and why?"
Um,
These are great
a
questions for
favorite
PLJ.
VA or actor. I mean, my favorite voice actor is Philip Reich.
Ooh, shout out to Heli Ward winner
Like,
Phil.
yeah, definitely Phil. Like, clip of the year winner, voice of Giorno Giovanna and uh Hylian Soldier number 45. Like, I want him to see him in more roles. Like, of course, he has voiced a few characters in Fire Emblem, most notably Chris and male Chris and Zed. I want to see him voice that character in the next Fire Emblem game or even a Hoyoverse game. Like he only voiced like an extra in Genshin, and I was kind of disappointed. Like, can he just like I joked in his stream that to become a very famous like voice actor in anime or games, you have to accomplish three things. One, voice a JoJo character. Two, voice a Fire Emblem character. And three, voice a Hoyoverse character. If you achieve all three, you achieve the trifecta. So,
Okay. Jesse asks favorite song to listen to when you're trying to focus up.
um, like the funny thing about answering that question is that the song tends to change depending on what my hyperfixation is. But lately I've been listening to Indila, which is who is a French singer. Her song Dernier Danse. That's the song that I currently listen to when I try focus up. A close second is Panic at the Disco's House of Memories.
Oh, okay.
So
Very nice. Very nice. Um, let's see. Colonel asks thoughts on running a one shot. Yes, they highly support this. By the way, specifically from Swift.
thoughts of thoughts of running a one shot. Like I could try and run. I could try and run like a one shot that takes place probably in if I were to run a one shot, I'd want to do it like in the in the universe of the Lord of the Rings in Middle Earth because I
Okay,
love Lord of the Rings.
I would join that. I'm sure a lot of other folks here would too. Just saying. Just saying. Um, let's
Yeah,
see. Pilot Jack asks, "Who's your favorite character in Frasier?"
in Frasier.
Yep.
My favorite easily has to be Niles because he is a perfect foil to his older brother Frasier. Niles Crane is unlucky in love despite being a very successful like Jungian psychologist or psychiatrist. Like Frasier Frasier specifically is an expert in Freudian psychology and Niles is an expert in Jungian psychology. And the both of them clash as much as they try to work together.
Love it.
Germophobic ass. You're familiar with Frasier. That's awesome, Tyler.
Pilot Jack asks, "Favorite stand or character from JoJo's?"
I love Yasuo Hirose. Like this is from part 8, by the way. This isn't even adapted yet. Yasuo Hirose from part 8 JoJolion. Um, her stand is called Paisley Park, which is essentially a stand that has the ability to manipulate technology. And her ability and her most base ability, guidance is very useful in life or death situations.
Very nice.
Like a technology based stand is like awesome.
Let's see. We have um, Pilot Jack asking, "What is the number one thing you want to do before you die?" Ooh, Pilot Jack has some fire ass questions. Okay, what's the number one thing you want to do before you die?
Um, I mean, besides like marrying Jesse, just having a good life with him. Um, I guess just make the most out of everything. You know, I don't have a definite answer for that because it's I'd have to wait and see what life would take me first before I can definitely figure out what I want to do.
Okay. He also asks, if you had to pick one character from all gotcha games, who?
Oh boy, all gotcha games. Oh boy. I mean, right now, I'd pick Gold Ship from Uma Musume. She's a fucking menace, and I love her.
Okay, nice. Um,
Sorry, Minnie.
Colonel asks, "What is soup?"
Soup is a type of dish that is brothy, sometimes filled with vegetables or meat, and it's paired up, and it could be paired up with any grain, with any grain or carb or any carb or grain. Very good dish when you know the recipe.
Brilliant. Um, the penultimate question, Pilot Jack asks, if you had one superpower, what would it be?
One superpower. I mean, one superpower. I mean, I'd want to be able to. I'd want to be able to. I guess the ability to make creations come to life with my writing.
Ooh, okay.
That's my biggest superpower because it could be. It's the most versatile.
Okay. All right. And finally, Messi, Hildegard, Spencer, and Luna get into an all out melee battle. Who is walking out the victor? I asked that
Oh
one.
my god. I mean, considering what who Hildegard, considering what Hildegard became at the end of CV10, like on the one hand, Messi has a shot, but he would probably like get he'd probably like have a difficult time fighting against a fucking harpy. Luna can just easily ram Luna can easily run over people with their bus, let's be honest. But
That
they
bus.
even they'd have like even they'd have a tough time against like the other three. Hildegard probably is like best at just being like like feral combat, but Spencer can easily shoot her down with his fucking rifle. I will say that. He's a good marksman. Like
All
all
right.
of them have equal shots, but if I were to pick like the one who could come out on top just by sheer guile and wit, it would just be Messi.
There it is. Messi. We love Messi. We miss Messi. All right, folks. We're at our final segment of the pod. Are you ready for the rapid fire, Swift? Before I let you go with your day,
Okay.
here we go. Three, two, one. What are you terrible at?
I'm terrible at saving money. I'm trying though.
What are you amazing at?
Writing, drawing, basically just my imagination.
What's your favorite thing to do?
What's my favorite thing to do? Right
Yes.
now, it's passing the time making artwork and just drawing family trees just because I made new characters already.
What's your least favorite thing to do?
My least favorite thing to do is my least favorite thing to do is taxes, which I'm not doing yet, but I will not like doing taxes.
What are you talking about? They're fun. Do I look gorgeous today?
I don't know. Look in the mirror, fire.
Name something you would set on fire.
Name something I would set on fire. I don't know. I'd want to set Valentina on fire. I'd set Asher on fire. Both of them can die in a hole.
You have to pack up your stuff today and go live with one Hellion. Who is it?
Who would it be? Um, Obviously Jesse.
You have to switch lives and bodies with one Hellion for a day. Who is it?
Well, I mean, besides Jesse, I probably want to live out I probably live out CD's life, but yeah.
Which Hellion would you want to cook for you?
Oh, it's between Jesse or CD.
You have to commission a portrait of yourself. Which Hellion do you hire to draw you?
I'd easily I'd get either Sadburb or Max or Maddie or Dio or CD. I have many answers.
you're
But Haima Chair is like the one I would Haima Chair is the one I want, and they're not even in NHC.
you're commissioning someone to write the story of your life. Who do you get to write your biography?
Jesse, definitely.
Which Hellions are you taking on your zombie apocalypse team?
Okay. Jesse for moral support and extended boxing skills. The obvious answer of Arab because he owns guns and is actually strong. Um, let's see here. I guess Colonel as bait. Colonel to be bait. Uh, uh, Mini to be like the ultimate troll against the zombies. Max for moral support and definitely kicking ass. CD for cooking skills and also to do vicious mockery against zombies. So much more, but my zombie apocalypse team would be big.
What's
That's
your
all I'm gonna say.
What's your favorite word?
What's my favorite word? Definitely.
What's your least favorite word?
Expectations.
Why are video games so hard?
Fire, they're not hard. It's a skill issue.
Why is anime so confusing?
Anime isn't confusing, you just don't understand the context.
What's something you're obsessed with that everyone else should be obsessed with too?
Uma Musume Pretty Derby, hands down. Horse racing that pays tribute to the real life history of racehorses. Like, my God, like I like learning about the lineages of the real life racehorses, as well as rocking up the careers of my favorite horse girls. Just just check it out. Like, obviously be aware of like the dark side of like the horse racing industry, but please take your time to support the retired racehorses with like with your with your supportive comments and donations. Like, not just in Japan, but also all around the world where there's a horse racing industry.
What noise or sound do you love?
Uh the sound of getting a very rare character in a gacha game.
What noise or sound do you hate?
Uh what noise or sound do I hate? Grating nails on a chalkboard. I don't understand how that is even a sound.
What is your favorite smell?
Favorite smell? I suppose it's the perfume I recently bought from Pet Shop. Good
What
smell.
What is your least favorite smell?
Shit. Just the smell of shit. No.
What's your favorite curse word?
Fuck.
What makes your brain
Or
tingle?
just what makes my brain tingle? Just I mean, Jesse's voice does make my brain tingle.
What makes your brain shut down?
What makes my brain shut down? A difficult task. I don't like that.
What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
A profession other than my own. I'd like to attempt like construction work.
What profession would
I'd like
you?
to attempt either construction work, yeah,
Okay, good. Or construction work,
construction
or
work, or like I said earlier, voice acting.
nice.
Very contrasting.
What profession would you not like to attempt?
Oh God, no! I wouldn't want to go into like the more dangerous jobs, like going on a fishing boat and fishing in a very, very turbulent tempest. No, I wouldn't want to risk my life for that.
And finally, when you get to hell, what would you want Satan to say to you when you arrive at the fiery gates?
My goodness, bitch, why are you like this?
Love it. Love it. Swiftcutlassie, the icon that she is of New Hell City. She is leading the way. She's paving a path. She is an icon. She is a role model. She is a star. She is a 19-time Helly Award winner. Swiftcutlassie. Swift, where can people find you if they want to look for you in the server? Obviously, you are finishing up in Frontier City. You are also featuring in past years right now in the RP section. Um, should folks hit you up about possibly being in Ladies and Gentlemen of Habershire or
Um, yeah, like they could find me in the TTRPG section, the RP section. I also drop by gamer chat every now and then just to comment about gacha or Nintendo. I can also be found in Underworld Entertainment just chatting about like new movie releases amongst other things, or even in the main chats in NHC. Just I'm basically everywhere.
brilliant? Say hi to her, vote for her, do all the things. And after almost 3.5 hours, I'm going to go to bed. Tell the kids bye, Swift.
See you all, and I'm glad I made this thing last long. Ah.